I'ma be like, hey, I'ma be like, check them panties out, better. Check them panties out, I'ma be like, hey, I'ma be like, check them panties out, better. Check them panties out. Are you ready, baby? Decided later we can slip and slide all night, glad get high, ain't no problem, baby. Are you ready, baby? You can even drive it, baby. We can kiss the sky inside the vibe. Are you excited, baby? I'm just gonna jump in my seat, baby. Cause we about to leave, baby. Go the keys, baby. Let's drive it easy. I'ma do it like like bump up the speed on the E-way. Blow a couple L's on the freeway. Blow a couple L's on the freeway. I'ma fuck with the heat.
Hello, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear I can hear you too.
I don't know what happened to the fellas. I think they bailed out on us.
They just want to look at us. That's
Hello,
all it
we can't
is.
hear you.
They just want to look at us.
How
They
about we
didn't want
just
to talk tonight.
how about we just welcome everybody to what's love got to do with
Good
it?
Absolutely.
evening.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we are going to be
I can hear
talking.
you.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about I'm a
I
grown
can hear you
baby.
too.
I don't know what happened to the fellas. I think they bailed out on us.
They just want to look at us. That's
Hello,
all
we
it is.
can't hear
Oh
you.
no. They just want to look at us.
We look like the Brady Bunch.
We do.
It's so cute.
Okay, well, again, our topic tonight is I'm a grown baby. So, what are we thinking? Do we just want to jump right into it? Do we want to answer some questions? Do we want to talk about our weekend recap first? How y'all want to roll with this?
I say do a brief recap.
Okay. So, in talking about what's as far as the whole parenting thing. So, there are people in our lives, and I think we all know them, where they are adults, but you got to go to mama and daddy for everything. You got to get their opinion, you got to get their advice, you got to get their almost their permission, their grace to make any kind of moves in your life. And those are what we talk about when we talk about a grown baby.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, I can't get with it. If you got to go to your mama as far as whether or not we need to be together, then yeah, we probably no need to be together. Because I'm a very opinionated kind of person.
What did I miss? I had to reboot and everything.
Just look, you just holding up right.
Well, our sister was holding it down for you.
But I said,
Holding it on down.
we started talking about, just, a recap of tonight's show is that we are talking about grown babies. Can't make a move without checking in with your people. You got to talk to your mama. Ma, you think this is, is she good? This is who I want to be with. And Ma's like, no, I don't like her. Okay, well then that's the end of it. For real, that's how we moving.
Well, for me, I couldn't wait for this show.
I know.
Because I think it's a lot of people out there, whether they admit it or whether they are in denial, they are in this stuck place because they can't live their own life, which means they can't get into a relationship without interference from a parent. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I know I've been in a relationship before and it's been like, I've been really feeling the person that I was talking to, but it was something about the family dynamics that made the relationship not work for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like sometimes it's been kids, and that's what I want to tap into that right quick. Like I know I have, how can I put this? I posted it, and me and Queenie, we was talking about this the other day. Like I'm at 40 now. And at 40, I can't deal with a woman that has no fresh babies in the crib. I can't, and I'm not trying to be harsh towards anybody. I'm not trying to be, negative to anybody that has young kids. But for me personally, I just don't have the patience for it. You know what I mean? My kids are grown, you know what I mean? Except for one, he's about to be 15. But, I don't have to go through none of that well, I ain't gonna say child nurturing because you still got to nurture your children as they grow older, but I don't have to go through none of that, unnecessary drama, especially with a mother that has attachments to another man at such an early age. You know what I mean? Because I've been the father of a woman that had, my kids outside of the house, and I had to deal with whatever she was dealing with and who she was dealing with just to deal with my kids. You know what I'm saying? So like on one note, it's cool, but on another side, it's just like, do I really have the patience for this? Do I really, I just want to come over and chill. And I don't want to hear the kids running through the house. And like y'all laughing and stuff, but like, think about it. You get to a certain age, it's certain stuff that you don't want to deal with, you don't want to have to experience because you've already been through this stage of life. You know what I mean? Like my kids, the worst, like I swear to God, my oldest son just had a kid. And
who is adorable, by the way.
So he looks just somebody familiar,
just like you.
So
Grandpa.
I had to him and the mother of I'm trying to his baby mama, you know what I'm saying? Because by the time they had the baby, they weren't together. And she's living at his mother's house. So I had to tell my son, like, yo, man, you got to be prepared for that day when your mama don't get along with your baby mama and she decides that she wants her to get out. Or you got to deal with the day that your baby mama decides that she done met somebody else and she's ready to move on with her life. And you got to deal with that situation. Because you think it's here. Hey, I see Kim. I'm about to send you the unmute button right quick. So see if you see the unmute button right quick, Kim.
Kiara.
Hey, Keon.
Hey.
Yeah. So like that's a completely different situation from me personally. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Let me hear from Seiko right quick.
Listen, as being the ex-wife, baby mama, and having to deal with, okay, this is who I've decided to have in my life.
Mhm.
And even with her father, when my daughter would go and she would be with her father, and he had, this person or that person in her life, it's not that's a whole can of worms I don't really want to go through anymore. You're right. And I'm glad that my child is grown now, and mine is very, very outspoken. But she was very outspoken even back then. And so where we had the issue was because my daughter would be like, this is not working for me. I need you to call my mama to come and get me. And then they had to deal with the fact that whatever was going on with that female was not working for my child. And it was usually like a personality conflict, or that person had, she lost her mind for just a moment, and she came wrong at my child. So then he had to be the go-between, because anybody who knows me knows about that little alien princess. I'm going for blood. I'm going for your jugular. So it was, I've been there. I see how that, and you're right. At this stage in life, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I just think
I don't want to. I don't want to.
And that's the sad part, because ain't nothing wrong with kids. I just don't want to hear that little motherfucker crying. I don't want to hear that nigga, begging for no food. And y'all laughing this shit, but I'm so, like when I come home from work, the only thing that I want to do is crack a little, have me something to drink on, maybe indulge in something else, which y'all may see in a few minutes. But you know what I'm saying? I may or may not even feel like indulging and spending time with a woman at that particular time. You feel what I'm saying? So like, if I may not want to feel like hanging out with a woman and hearing her, hey, what her day was, because I'm just so wrapped up in what was going on with me, what the hell makes you think I want to deal with her or her three? Like, let's look at it this way. It's one thing when you're dealing with a chick that got one kids, but like, what if they got like 3 and 4 kids in the crib and they bad? Like I can't deal with that shit.
Robin Harris, baby kids. That's my favorite.
I'm trying to figure out what type of relationship you got with the woman to where them kids is getting on your nerves and you don't want to be bothered with her.
Well, see,
that's supposed to, if you had the most chaotic day, I don't give a damn what happened at work. That's supposed to be, I just want to come lay my head in your lap and get my bald head rubbed on. Hey, get your little ass in there, beat it. You feel me? Beat it. And then, baby, what happened with your day? See, that's the women you choosing. That's you.
But see,
that's you. Rush, that's you.
Because like it's just where I'm at. I don't feel like dealing with nobody kids. I don't care.
Listen, but if it was the right equation,
if it was the right person that I met, fell in love with this person, and there was no other. But I'm telling you, for me right now, I don't want to meet nobody that got no kids. I'm gonna come over to the crib and trying to chill with you and the kid running through the in and out the house, and they want to play on their video game, or it's a little kid that just, how little kids are. They just want to come around and shoot the little fucking guns at you and have fun. And they like, I understand they trying to be, they just.
So you got chicks that have no control over their kids. So you like hood rats. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh,
kid. Now you talk.
I'm just saying, you said it.
Hold on, a kid that's a kid. Like, you mean to tell that a kid that's running around playing with a pop gun is a hood?
My kids is 4, and I wish they would. I wish 4, 8, and 13, and I wish one of you motherfuckers would. I wish. And 20. I wish.
See, at this level in age, we've gotten to the point where we raised our kids and we just can't do, he's at the point where he just can't do.
He can't re-raise children again.
Right.
Yeah, that's where he's at with it. He's like, look, I'm not.
But the chances of him coming across a woman with no kids or coming around with you gonna get, that's slim to none. Like, you killing your options at that point.
No,
Because as long as you got standards on how this house gonna be ran, you know what I'm gonna allow and what I'm not gonna allow. That should be talked about in the forefront, with or without kids. Because you can't just dismiss every woman with kids and say, nope, you got 3 kids. I ain't dealing with that, because these kids might not act like those kids.
yeah,
This
but
woman might run her house, being prior military. I might run a tight ship, whereas she don't know what the hell going on in her house.
This is true.
still at
That's
the
true.
it's going to be my personal preference whether I want to deal with somebody that has kids or not.
Yeah,
I-
that's true. That's true. That's
The stage in my life, I don't want to. When I was younger, when I was like 20 and 30, I meed a woman that got kids. It was cool. It was like, yeah, you know, I'm 44 now. You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't know you were that old.
Rebuild the
That's young.
look, I've already done my job. I've taken care of my kids. My kids are out here in the world. I don't need to raise nobody else's kids just because I need some cooch at the night. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to find somebody, I want to find somebody that is along the lifestyle that I want. Like that's
But
not,
what if she have kids?
listen, if she has kids, I'm telling you right now, my personal preference is I don't want to deal with them. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference if she has like some teenage kids or something like that. But I'm talking about young kids that can I, you know, just normal shit.
Normal kid shit.
Wanna
What
watch?
you gonna do when you got that grown baby?
Say what?
What you gonna do when she got that
That
grown baby?
grown baby.
Either. I ain't fucking with no grown kids. And that's what the whole topic is. Like, when you're dealing with somebody and you are a grown child, like you cannot have your own life. You don't have your own way of thinking. You feel what I'm saying? Your mama or some your family is always telling you what you should do. You have no mind of your own. I'm not saying that your family cannot offer you advice.
At what age are you considering a grown kid?
Let me finish my thought process. I'm not saying that a family member cannot offer advice, but I'm talking about that particular person that is so wrapped up in what their family thinks that they don't have a life of their own.
Well,
And
let me
People like that.
let me throw this monkey wrench in there.
Okay.
Now, what happens if you're dealing with someone from a different culture and the family dynamic plays a role in their relationship? See, we have that I'm grown, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Right.
Whereas some cultures have it where the whole entire family plays a role in that relationship.
And I'm the one who dealt with both. And I kind of had to have a reality check. Like, at some point, you have to separate the two.
Elaborate more on that.
I want to.
You dealt with both.
So I'm an only child. I've been blended in different marriages and all of this and all of that, but ultimately I'm my mother's only child. So she naturally is in my business, was in my relationships, was in my friendships, was in every damn thing imaginable, to the point where she was involved in career choices. She was involved in, if my mama don't like you, I really can't fuck with you. She got a bad vibe, so it's over with. Like, and that bit me in the ass when I got married, and you feel like you come before the spouse.
But there you go.
Like, I don't care what he said. What about what I want? And it got ugly to the point where I know that I've kind of coddled you as the good child, the golden child. I took care of my mother. I paid her bills, paid her car notes. She lived with me. I paid the bills. You just pay the lights, and you take your money and do whatever you're going to do with it. I did that because my dad had passed away, and I felt like, let me stand in his shoes, because this was what he would want me to do. But in that scenario, I started saying, well, what about me? You know, I want to be in a healthy relationship, and I'm a little spoiled too. Like, my mom would clean my house. She would do my laundry, fold my laundry up, put it on the end of my bed. And when I got in a relationship, it blew up. I got in a relationship with a grown ass man, and he was like,
What the fuck is going on?
some of this shit your mama doing. Okay, example, we in there sleep. My mama knocks on the door. She comes in there. She drops the basket of clean clothes, his and mine, and she walk out. He like, I'm gonna be real with you. That shit make me uncomfortable. Like, Now that can't. I know y'all been this a well-oiled machine, and this what she do, but I can't even go from the shower to my bedroom without a towel on if I want to, because your mama here. I can't even, we can't even get into an argument because it feels like your mama got to be involved in that argument. Like, am I with you or am I with you and your mama? And it took that slap in the face for me to really get it. So when I started to try to separate, and it takes a strong adult child to break free from that, because it got violent and everything. It was like, you leaving me for a nigga? What about me? This, that, and the other. It got physical. I done had to put my hands on my mom. I let her beat me up for a minute because that's a respectful thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to being excessive with this shit now I got to put my hands on you and toss you all around this motherfucker. Now you want to do a little pistol play, like you going to put your hands on me because it's the mother-daughter challenge type shit going on. And it's hard to break that. I promise y'all, it take a strong person to break that. And I left. And when I came back, I had a truck and a U-Haul. You can have a house. You need to find you somewhere to stay. Matter of fact, I'm going to find you somewhere to stay. Here go your apartment. Here go your keys. I'm moving over here. You move over there. And now you have to adult. Now my grown-ass mama has to adult. You got to take care of yourself. You got to pay your own bills. You got to pay your own car notes. You got to pay your own insurance. You got to feed yourself. You got to do all this shit because me being a grown child, letting you parent me in grown, and I'm 36. This shit happened within the last 6 years. So I was a very grown child.
Right.
But that grown child got to be like, you know what? This shit unhealthy right here.
Well, so you had you both had a codependency on each other. So that's where all that stuff played a role in.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, and at some point you decided to cut the umbilical cord.
Correct. Because it had already cost me a marriage prior to that. And then it was costing me my new relationship.
See, let me explain something. Yeah. I want to hear from Ishtar. Like for me, at a very, I love my mother dearly, but she was very controlling. You know what I mean? All the time. So when I turned 17 and I went off to college and I experienced life without somebody on me like this, two things. One was negative because I didn't understand the world. I didn't understand interactions of people. I was only, I only understood the interactions of the people of a small crowd. But what it did for me was I got so much independence in being to branch out that it made me not want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the guys, like immediately it was like, I'm not going back to the crib. And like, because my mother was still the same way, you know what I mean? And it was a long time and it took a lot of distancing myself from her before she could even begin to understand the child that she had created. The mindset that I have that is different from hers. And what's so funny to me, a lot of parents think of the mistakes that they made when they were coming up, and they penalize and they trap that they what's the word I'm looking for? They use that angle against their kids because they don't want their kids to go that route, but they end up pushing their kids in that route.
Them down that road anyway. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna break in here for just a second because I want to read some of these comments.
Okay.
Kai Young, I guess I'm saying that right. I hope I'm not messing your name up. I do apologize if I am. Says you ain't right. I think she was talking about you, talking about with the kids.
I don't care.
Jacqueline Martin said, I'm like that now. My kids are grown and I don't want to deal with little kids. Yes. And then Demetra Triplet says, as a fellow Virgo, I understand what Rush is saying. A person still has the right to choose to not be bothered with children. At this point, if I wasn't married, I wouldn't want that headache either.
See, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
I think it was bad. I was just,
You was talking about.
I needed clarity, Rush. Dang. I just need a little clarity. That's all.
Like, no, I just don't want to deal with that shit. I love to hear from Ishtar right quick. Come on, Ishtar, talk to me.
Okay. Well, first of all, I do agree with Russ too. I don't see any problem with getting involved with someone that has children, but you do have to be real with yourself, and you do have to ask yourself, are there certain things you can deal with, and what are the things that you can't deal with? It's not going to help anybody if you get into it pretending that you can do it and you can't. But the whole dynamic about I like to call them little boys in a grown man's body. It could be little girls, you know, either or. The point of the matter is accountability. So for me, I see the treasure in the mama's boy, meaning, you know, he respects his mama. You want that. You want that because he'll respect you. But
Not necessarily.
that's true. That's true. But the backbone, see, the backbone, when it's flimsy like this, the leadership is going to be flimsy. They don't know how to make decisions. And for me, this is something that my mother told me. Now, I grew up, they tried to shelter me. They tried. I'm an Aries child, and we've always been fire, independence. So it was always that battle between my parents and I challenged them mentally. I was never like a bad kid doing that or anything like that, but the control thing, even early on, I saw like, okay, I respect my parents for what they're doing for me. Their love for me is like none other, but I still want to have my own. And that's something that you'd have to have inside. And through the developmental stage, when you have someone that is still sucking, like they call on the mama's nipple, has not let the balls drop, you okay?
Right.
Meaning that they do not know how to operate and navigate as a fully functioning adult out here in the world. Don't even talk about getting into a relationship, because that is just, okay? If that child has not come to the realization like this beautiful sister did, they're going to keep on causing that toxicity. They're not going to see where they're wrong. They're always putting off on someone else. And I know a lot of people have heard these conversations where whatever went wrong, it was never their fault. It was always projected outward. And with mama's boys, I see it's always projected outward. I don't see anything coming here like, well, you know what? I messed up on that. I can do this and this and this to get better. We're not saying that you have to be perfect, but you have to be accountable for your actions. And that's one of the things with mama boys that I see that I do not like. I'm a very strong, opinionated, but fair woman. I do not need, and I cannot operate with a weak man. You have to have a backbone. So if you get a strong person that has a knowingness of themselves, they're going to walk all over you, not intentionally, but because of their light and their power. So for me, the mama's boys, I see both sides. I can't deal with them personally in a relationship because I need more of a man. I need more of an adult. Okay.
Yes, that
and
part.
I need more of a spiritual being. Let's just up it a little bit more. So that right there to me is a hindrance to them. It's a hindrance to them. It'll be a hindrance to you to get into a relationship with them.
I need a man that I can learn from. I don't have time to be teaching.
Absolutely.
Nothing. Like
well,
I have to teach my children.
Sides.
I don't have time to teach my man too. I feel like I'm supposed to take guidance from you. I'm supposed to take my information from the tower. You the top of the tower. You're supposed to be, this is going on. I don't know what to do. I don't, well, let me call my mama. No, you're supposed to know what to do. You're supposed to know where to go. You're supposed to know which next step is being made. And I think that that's the bad part of the mama's boy, because they don't know how everything is ran through. Well, I gotta ask my mom. Well, I gotta see.
And you know, you're right. You're right, but on the flip side of that too, about teaching, it's always like a teacher-student relationship with anybody that you meet. So you're going to be teaching. I don't mind showing a man anything. Like, I want my man to be upgraded, and not for what I want him to be, for who he is. But and for mama's boy, they don't know who the,
But do you want to do that every day?
Do I want to do it? I've been doing it. And to me, it's learning from each other. I'm very humble and open. I'm moldable. You have to be mutable to grow. If you're stagnant and fixed, you're not going nowhere. That's
Right.
not growth. So I want growth. And growth comes from learning from each other. You're not going to be perfect, but you have to be accountable and at least have some maturity in your system and growing towards that. But with mama's boys and sometimes daddy girls, however you choose to phrase it, whoever it applies to, it's accountability. It's learning how to grow, learning how to stand on your own 2 feet, knowing what that is, being decisive. Hello. Being decisive.
Hey, guys,
Because you're not going to get anywhere going like this and that. You got to be decisive.
Hey.
And that to me, yeah, it's something that I see as being a hindrance to them.
check this out. I know we
And
got
I can't do it.
I know we got some comments out there. If you're watching us on Facebook, please do us a favor and share this post. Tag some people in the actual comments. Like, we're trying to get this conversation to go and to build, and we really are following your comments. Matter of fact, Maseko's about to read one of the comments right now.
These are from Demetra Byrne Triplet, and she says, "Oh, it just went that way." Okay, those things that draw you initially in a relationship can also drive you away later. That is with any type of situation in a relationship. Don't lower your standards. And she says, be true to self. And she also says there are so many codependent females out there as well. Lola Du Bois says hello. And Kyung Palmer says mama's girls too.
Oh, she talking about me now.
And okay.
Oh, baby, it's
She
okay.
talking about me now. She talking about me now. But I mean, that's okay. Because I'm gonna do what I have to do for my mama.
Yes.
But she don't control my relationships.
No. And I think I've always been, you know, everybody's always saying, oh, your daddy's a girl, your daddy's a girl, your daddy's a girl. But my relationship, because my personality is more of my mother than my father. But and so far as like my mother, especially when I was like in my late teens and early 20s, and once I had my daughter, my mother be like, can she, you know, I'd introduce her to whoever. She'd be like, can you come back here in the back and help me with something? You know, and I'd be like, oh Lord, you know. And so anybody else who didn't know just thought I was going in the back to help my mom with something. And I'm actually going back there so my mom could be like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna work, honey. There's XYZ, ABC, whatever. At that point in time, I had the choice to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take what you say into advisement. I hear you, but I'm gonna still move in my own way. And so when I do that, you know, so, you know, and there were times where she was on the money. She was, you know, two weeks down the road, and I'm like, you know, you's a damn fool. And I should have listened to my mama because she didn't like you. And it's so funny because we're used to men saying that. You know, guys, you know, my mama don't like you no way. Well, I was the one where I was like, my mama didn't like you no way. So, you know, but I never really said that. It was just kind of like, okay, so this is what she saw. And okay, so I hear that. So, but my mother never, as I have been grown, because I came from a very strict household growing up, very strict. So because I, you know, once I left home, like I lost my mind for a while, and then I left Indiana and was like, I'm not coming back ever. And I had to be like, I think I was 34 when I finally came home for good, 34, 35. And it was just one of those, yeah, but at the same time, I can't allow her to control my life, and I don't allow her to control my life. But now she'll be like, you know, you might need to make this move. You don't need to make that move or whatever. So she will offer me her input. She will offer me her thoughts, her advice. But she don't get to control nothing.
I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at Keon. Keon says she's talking about the women who talk to their mama about everything in their relationship. And I'm glad she said that, because what should you and what should you not discuss with your parents about your relationship? I know me personally, the relationships that I have had the most trouble is when I had a woman that told her mama everything she had. Or, you know, she wanted to, you know, pour salt or just give her side of the situation and not be 100%, you know, tell what the whole, not tell why everybody mad, but only give their side to what the situation is so that they come out looking good. For me
Yeah.
personally, that creates a divide between not only me and the person that I'm in a relationship with, but it then causes a divide with me even being cool with the people in your family, because it only takes one time for somebody in your family to say something to me personally that they don't know shit about. You know what I'm saying? And they want to come like they don't, hey, I just want to check you and I just want to tell you this, right? No, I'm not the one to do that. You need to go sit back and talk to whoever the hell you just had that conversation with, unless we all gonna have a conversation together. And I'm not one of them people that really want to have a conversation with nobody in the first goddamn place. I'm not trying to sit down with you, your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, or your cousins. You know what I mean? To establish where my relationship is with you. Because guess what? Your mama, your daddy, your sister, and your cousin was not there sucking and fucking on me, doing everything else that we do in our intimate times. You know what I mean? You ain't calling them, telling them what kind of slut you is in the bed, but you want to call and talk about some shit that you want to put salt on me about. That is for me. Come on, I see.
Hold on.
Nico, you know what I'm talking about.
I know. No,
okay,
you know I know.
Hold on, Russ. Let me ask you. At what level was this relationship? Because now I see in the marriage that, it could happen that way. It could happen that I'm talking to my mama because we having some difficulties and I may need some advice from someone who's probably been there. But if we just, as you say, sucking and fucking, and there's no future in that, then I don't need to tell mama about that.
See, this is my issue. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you and I'm trying to build something with you, you have no right to take my personal business or stuff that I have not given access to the world about to go talk about it. Now,
so what about guidance, though?
Finish. If you want to talk to your mother about you and things that are going on with you and how you can, certain things about you, but without making me the primary part of the conversation, especially like if I ain't done nothing wrong and you just out, looking for some shit to talk about.
Villainizing you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because guess what? If we lay together and if I'm laying with you in my bed and I can be as intimate as to put myself inside of you, okay? There should be nobody that should come in between what the fuck we got going on. Like, I can understand now if we had a point where we like the relationship.
What if it's not a parent? What if it's a neutral person?
I don't listen.
That's worse.
I don't
That's worse.
even fucking.
To me, I'm gonna wait.
Listen, if it's a neutral person that don't even know shit about me or you,
Right.
and you're talking about my business to somebody that has no fucking clue about what I really feel. They have no clue of what my real vision is. Y'all just gossiping. Y'all just shooting the shit. I can't get, listen, that's just like right now. If I found out that anyone, hey, Keith, bring your camera down. I only see the top of your head, bro. But if I'm dealing with somebody, any one of y'all that's on this show right now, and I found out that y'all was talking behind my back, I would have a fucking issue with it. So why wouldn't I have an issue if this is somebody that I'm intimate with, that I, you know what I'm saying? That I spend money on, that I do things with, you know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't I be pissed off when you cross me? Because you're not only just crossing me, you crossing the whole relationship. You are breaking down the very structure of what is supposed to build us. If I can't, people always talk about, I want my woman or my man to be my best friend. Well, guess what? You don't talk about your best friends. You don't put your best friends in situations where other people look at them fucked up. Even if you got an attitude at that person. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, if I got an attitude at Ishtar, it is asinine of me to call Note and be like, Note, she did this and I think she feel, I should be talking to Ishtar if I really feel that way, especially if she is a quote unquote friend of mine. The conversation should be right there. I shouldn't be involving nobody else. I shouldn't be, you feel what I'm saying? Even if, and this is another thing, when people take your personal your personal situations, and they run out and they exploit that. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm cool with you and then you want to take a situation that I talk to you in confidentiality about and I hear about it from somewhere else, why the fuck should I trust you with anything else?
Absolutely.
Boom.
Why should I be walking around here calling you my love and all this stuff and you have not shown me love? Because
Right.
it cost me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem that I have with a lot of people in when it comes to relationships and families. I'm not knocking you for having a strong bond with a family member. I'm not knocking that at all. But when you use your words to break down someone that you are supposed to be building with, you full of shit. That's the only way I can break it down.
Okay.
Well, if I use those same words to build you up to these people, see that's a two-edged sword in a certain situation. Now, to me, it's the level of respect I would have for you. Now, you could piss me off. I'm gonna call my girlfriend because this bald head, he done got on my last nerve. Now, you know that's gonna happen. But for me to go to my mama and say he did X, Y, and Z, I'm painting a picture of you. Like you said, I would be painting this bad picture. That's not what I want to give her. I want to show her the best side of you. But at the same time, she can probably see it on my face that you done wore me out, gave me some gray hair and pissed me off. Now, she may ask, what's wrong with you? Now, my line of communication with my parents or people or whatever it is may be different than some people. Some people can't even talk to their family.
True.
And for me, I'm not going outside of my family talking to nobody really, because I don't really trust people like that.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
like I said, my level of respect for the man, I'm not going to tear you down. That's not my job.
Okay.
But if you're dealing with somebody that's doing to you, it's time to exit.
Right. I'm gonna break in here for a second because I need to read some of these comments. Because these folks they's on it. So Ms. Kyung Palmer says, I'm talking about the women who have to talk to their mama about everything in the relationship.
Right.
Jacqueline Martin says, I don't discuss anything about my relationships with my mom. Conda was saying, tell it. That's when Rush was when he was in his feelings for mama. He was going on. Said, tell it. And Jacqueline Martin was like, right. Conda also says, preach. They always go to the folks and tell their side to make themselves look innocent and shit. And then Conda goes, that goes both ways for men too. And then Kyung says, once you talk to your family about your relationship, bad or good, your family will never forget or forgive.
I was about to suggest that's what I was going to
say. When you have.
Once you tell them, they can't unhear that. So when you happy and you good to go and you want them to be healed.
They're not.
Because you are, they're not.
Nope. Mm-hmm. And Jacqueline Martin was like, she was saying she agrees with Rush.
Uh-huh.
Conda says, and true, our business is our fucking business. Conda says, as you should have an attitude with them motherfucker. Jacqueline Martin says, you have to keep people out of your relationships. It's always best to try and resolve any issues you have with your mate. And Conda Currington says, but you are building up and tearing down at the same time. It's not just the mama, it's the brothers, the sisters, the nephews, any and everyone with a listening ear. I'm loving this conversation today because this is confirmation of what the fuck I've been saying.
Oh, she can't.
So we're right on point with discussions people are having. So I'm going to put in my 2 cents, and then I would really love to hear from Note because Note ain't said nothing yet.
Anna just came with
You can't hear me.
It's forever.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, Note.
What'd you say, Rush? I couldn't hear you.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. I'm ready when you're ready. I just had to make
He's
sure.
loud and clear.
Russ, go ahead and say that last thing.
Conda had dropped a comment. She said, your ass is forever tainted in their eyes. And that's it. That's like once you tell somebody something fucked up about somebody, and that's the crazy part. I'm not saying it's the person that you telling that's wrong, because if they love you and they got feelings for you, that's human nature. You're supposed to care about and protect those that you love. But when you putting salt on somebody, to, you know, it's a whole different story. Come on, Nia Note.
All right.
So, let me just ask a question. What if it's clarification you looking for?
Explain.
Somebody
Because
said that about guidance.
Yeah, because in the sense of me and my girl may be beefing, and I could be honest, 100. I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn in a motherfucker. And I may not want to see your way. It might not be the end. I might want to see it later on, but I don't want to see it right now. So I might need clarification. And I might go and be like to my mom and just say, now what I'm not going to do, I may not tell her who I'm talking about, but I'm going to, hey, so what do you think we having this conversation? She said, I'm doing this and this. Do you think that that's, am I wrong, right or wrong? And if your family love you, they should tell you the truth if you're wrong.
Right.
But I do understand what Russ is saying, because the problem is, what we find out is, I think what the problem is what ends up happening is out of the love your family has for you, they tell you what they want to hear.
Right.
And what you want to hear. And don't let them not like her already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't like your mate already, that's going to be a no-lose. That's going to be a no-win situation. So I just think the situation of what you doing and what you may be talking, you don't just run and gossip to your mama and your parents about any and everything that goes on. That's not what you do. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. But you should open that line of communication between you and your mate. But not all the time are y'all going to agree. So is it wrong to go try to get that? I would rather go to one of my parents than go to, because me and my mom and my dad like this. So I'd rather go to one of them than to one of these outside motherfuckers that I know don't want to see me happy anyway.
Now, see, that's where I'm at now. My situation is a little different because my baby girl, she's just now, she's official. You know, she's doing the whole, you know, dating this one and that one thing, and she just now official. And I'm still, you know, I'm still trying to get used to that. But we also have the kind of relationship where we talk about everything. Like, she can come to me and be like, yo, this is this is that. He smell funny. I don't like, you know, whatever. She can come to me and we can have those kind of conversations. I don't have those conversations with my mother. We've never had that kind of relationship. So that also goes back to the relationship that you have with your parent. But when my child comes to me, my child is not coming to me in gossip. My child is coming to me because she is saying, this is the situation. This is what happened. And she's not like, I'm only going to tell you my side, because she'll be like, okay, this is what he said. You want to see the text messages? You want to hear the voicemails? This is what he said. This was my response. And, you know, did I move right? Did I move wrong? But then again, she's also at an age where she's learning.
Yeah.
She's stepping out on her own. So at 47, I'm not going to my mama to talk about sex toys. I'm not going to my mama to talk about restraints. You know, I'm not going to my mama to talk about that kind of thing. But if my 18-year-old came to me and was just like, hey, I got questions, you damn sure better believe
they're going to get them answers from somebody.
So I wanted to get them from me.
Right.
So I wanted to get them from me. So therefore, that child can come to me about anything. I don't care if it's alcohol. I don't care if it's drugs. I don't care if it's, I don't care.
Right when you get into your mid-20s, you should be armed with all the information you need, or you should not be dating still if you're 25. I'm going to give my daughter advice at 20, that at 25, I'm going to look at her crazy like, I told you that shit when you was 20. Why are you asking me again?
Yes.
Same reason we did it. we don't learn till we bump our head. I got 4 daughters. I got 4 daughters. 3 of my daughters are old enough to date. They come to me about their boyfriends all the time. And you know what? I don't like them niggas. And I don't like them niggas because of something she said. I don't like them because they're my babies.
Right.
Right.
But I'm going to still give them the truth. If you messing up and you out of pocket, you out of pocket.
See, like for me, I want to say this. And everybody's parents' child situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I would tell any woman that I met or I was dating that was to meet my mother, I would let them know from the get-go. I'd be like, yo, my mama's smiling at you right now.
But she really don't like you.
It's not,
Right.
like-
You say something.
it's not the fact that she don't like you, but it only takes one thing for my mama to look at you a little bit differently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
But
You get that funny feeling.
me personally, it's not good for me to call my mom and be like, yo, check this out. I just had this situation going on over here and blah, 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 blah. Because at that particular point in time, my mama gonna be like,
Where the fuck she at? Let's call that bitch right now.
Mhm.
my mama don't, you know what I'm saying? And then this
Yeah.
other thing, like I watch the interactions with my mama and people that I've dated. If my mama don't say shit to you,
Vibe, yeah.
with you,
Yeah, I know about that.
she really like if she
Mhm.
trying to be nice and she just meeting you for the first time and she feeling like you cool or whatever, she'll talk, she'll come in, come on, sit down and let's, what you like something to eat. But if she ain't fucking with you,
She definitely ain't offer you no food if she ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
it's gonna be so
She
uncomfortable.
offered you the door.
I'm gonna be like, yo, mama, I'm about to get ready to go.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
She's
because-
uncomfortable.
and I've had women that be like, oh, your mama love me, your mama love
She wants to do, yeah.
But see, Russ, I'm in that situation right now with mine, and he has a friend, and I have yet to meet the young lady. Now, for me, it's a standard and a quality that is worthy of mine, but I haven't put that tag on her yet. But he can come to me and talk to me about it and everything. I'm gonna give him the best advice I can, because I try to be objective in the situation. I'm the Libra. I'm that balance. I'm that peace. I'm the peacemaker.
Hey.
So I'm not trying to
Mm.
have a confrontational situation, but it can go that way. Especially if I see that she's mistreating my son. That's not gonna happen. And like the young lady said, I will be to see you. I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna. I'll be to see you about mine.
Right.
Try to stay out of it completely, but it's hard when you got girls. Like my daughter right now going through a situation with her baby daddy, and every day on Facebook she just going at him. I don't care for him. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care for him. But the one that I do like, she don't like. She love him to death. They claim best friends shit. Okay, yeah, whatever. But the first time I met this young man, I'm coming to Florida to visit my kids for Christmas to surprise my daughter, because she had just had my granddaughter, my first grandchild. And when I get there, this young man is cleaning the house, doing everything. Now, this ain't even your boyfriend. Your boyfriend's sitting outside smoking his blunt or whatever. When I come up, he see me like, hey, what's happening, OG? First and foremost, my nigga, I'm not your OG. You don't know me. You need to introduce yourself to me properly. So that's really why I don't like him. Now, the other young man I walk in, he just as hood and just as thuggish as the other dude, but he's more mannerable. Hey, Mr. Thompson, how you doing, man? I tried to get this together before you got here, but, hey, okay, that's cool.
No,
But,
respect.
yeah, respect.
Yeah, respect. Mhm.
But
Perfect.
he's a very mannerable young man, regardless of him sagging and all that other bullshit that they do. He's a very mannerable, respectful young man, and I respect that of him. So when my daughter be on her tirades about her baby daddy, I just look and I keep going and I keep going. Then I may hit her a little later on and be like, man, you should just, hey, but daddy, he this, that, and the third. Hey, look, remember what your daddy told you? If them niggas remind you anything of me, haul ass. Just plain simple. Haul ass. If they remind you of me in any way, shape, or form, you run for the fucking hills.
Absolutely.
I'm just honest.
That's honest.
But think about this note. That's what most young ladies look for. Their father. Their
Oh,
father.
right.
So they see, he remind me of my daddy. Is she gonna gravitate toward that? Now you telling her to run.
Go. Take off.
Said run.
You know what's funny about that? What you just said about how we gravitate to our parents, the type of people that
Yeah.
we even recognize it into. Like, I'm just now recognizing that some of the people that I've dated in the past have qualities of my mother.
Your mama. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that, I didn't.
Mhm.
That's because you was too much, mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gravitated to I'm gravitated to things that irritated me because that's what I'm so used to. Hey, if y'all out and you want to call in, I'm sorry I didn't drop this number. Y'all can actually call in and give y'all opinions too. The telephone number is 312-626-6799. Just dial right in, 312-626-6799. It's a new phone number that we got with our new Zoom line and everything. So it works a whole lot better than what we were doing before. So if you were trying to call in prior weeks and you couldn't get through the line, we have a new phone line. You can definitely call in and give us your opinion. Again, the telephone number is 312-626-6799. Okay, I think we got some more comments out there. Maseko?
Yep. So Conda says, and there's no problem coming to mom for guidance and advice. Kai Young, I struggle with that name. I'm so sorry. Miss Palmer, most people only tell their family members anything to only get them on their side. So then that's when Kondo said she's looking for guidance, and there's a difference between seeking guidance and gossiping. Some people have Kai Young says some people have a codependency for their parents. There's no problem coming to mom for guidance and advice. Okay, and then that's when you all were saying, you know, what to call in and share your thoughts. But yeah, that's a different one.
Guidance is key. We have to give our children some kind of guidance in relationships because they're not going, at a young age, they're not going to experience everything. You know, I don't tell my parent, like my daddy, I tell him everything. Like, man, dude, this broad, do you believe this? And he'll tell me straight up.
Yeah, something.
Who you think gonna take care of you just laying up in there and you ain't trying to, whether he like you or not, he gonna keep it 100 with me. So like you say, I think it just depends on the parent and the conversation, and the timing of the conversation is a big thing too, because you can't come talk to me about your boyfriend after y'all just got through arguing 2 days ago. And you done told me how he done did this, that, and the third. He whooped you, because I'm still sore. I'm still upset in my mind. So now I'm actually, instead of in teaching and guiding mode, I'm in protective and defensive mode. Because how dare you treat my child like that? So now my attitude and everything is totally different towards you. But as I done got older, I'm trying to keep that open mind that at the end of the day, they are who they are. No matter what I tell them, they're going to do what they want to do. But I try to tell them as best as I can. That's why I said, if you see them and you act like me, run. That was 20 years ago. Now, you know, now I'm a little better now. I'm a little bit better now.
Okay, hey, now we're about to get into, now y'all know what we do on the show is during the week I post poll questions, and we're gonna reflect on what some of these poll questions are.
Okay, before we do that, can I just interject for just a moment, because someone who is actually listening in my house who refuses to come on camera, but when we were talking about, you know, the parents, and when we were talking about codependency, she says sometimes as an only child, the codependency becomes automatic.
Yeah.
You have a very symbiotic relationship, and so the codependency becomes automatic, and so the information exchange becomes automatic as well.
And it happens between both parties. It's not just child to parent, but it's also parent to child. Because you're both depending on each other for not only emotional support, but also informational support and other things like that. So,
that's my baby. Tell her next time, getting that.
Absolutely.
So we can
Right, get on the camera.
She not, look, she
She's
no.
on point.
I'm a little thirsty right now, so I can't really make my debut, but you know.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, she said she's looking a little crusty. She can't make her debut, but But listen, so I want everybody, all 5 of you heard her say, but next time.
Not next time, like the next time.
Well, you can't do next time. You can't do next time because next time is dating after 40. So you can't do the next show.
Yeah, because I have so much to say about that.
Okay.
All right.
Dating after 40.
She said she was one.
I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
That one either. I'm not 40 yet.
I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Okay, let me get into these questions. If your parent told you that they wanted to date one of your friends, I want to start with Queen. I'm gonna go with the order that I see on my computer. I want to go with Queen, Ishtar, then I want to go Note, Key, and then go. Let's go.
Okay, one more time. If who said what again?
If your parent told you,
oh, I'm waiting on this one.
One of your friends, would you be okay with it?
First of all, I'm sorry.
That was me first.
Yeah. Queen and then Ishtar.
Okay.
Look here. If my mama or my daddy came to me and said they wanted to date one of my friends, I would say to either one, you done lost your rabbit ass mind. There's no way. No. Because that means that particular friend would have the potential to become my step parent. And if they say something sideways to me, I'm just going to have to put hands on them that no, I can't do it. I don't see it. Nope, don't agree with it.
Ishtar.
That's a little bit too close for comfort for me. And I'm trying to, when you said that, that's why I had to hear it one more time, because I was trying to envision my parents, if they were still here. Let's say if my father were still here, he asked to date one of my girlfriends. No, because it's too close. I don't have a problem with the age difference. I have a problem with the zone in which it's in. So dating some of my friends, like Queen just said, that person may have the potential to be your parent, your step parent or whatever. And I'm not cool with that. That's not going to work for me. That doesn't resonate in my spirit. I don't know. I don't care about the age difference, like it was somewhere else, but like coming in with people that you probably seen come around the house when we were growing up, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Pop. I couldn't do it.
No.
Rest in power, Pop.
And y'all don't want to hear from me, man.
Come on, no.
I can't do it. I can't do that.
Because for the simple fact, I'm going to tell you like this. Me and my mama, me and my daddy got 2 totally different relationships. Now, my mama, nigga, you better move on. Push, kick rocks, because we will fight right now. No ifs, ands, ain't no situations. There are no reason, nothing you can come say to me about my mama. No, that's a no.
Bitches on the block then.
My daddy, me and my daddy done tapped. Me and my daddy done shared one before, so I can't, I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he came to me and he said, I got up, came out my room one day when I was staying with my dad and not my mom and my stepdad, but I was staying with my daddy. I got up, I came out my room, went in the living room watching TV, and chick come out the room and that was you in there making all that noise. I feel bad because you didn't even do that for me. I'm mad, right? I don't know what. High five, Pop. I'm just saying.
My stomach hurts.
So I'm being chauvinistic. I'm just going to come straight out and say it. If it's my daddy, especially if it's a friend of mine that friends on me, man, knock her out the box, Pop, please. Told y'all didn't want to hear from me.
Yes, we did.
And look, just like you a father, you ain't told all your kids all your tricks either. So that's what you got your chick in the room. He pulled something out on her and gave her. Come on, Kiki.
I need to ask your daddy what he did.
I'm curious to know what your daddy did too.
Shit, me too. I'm still.
I'm like, what Pops is? Because Pops are no.
I was only, and the thing about it, I was like,
shout out to Pops. So I'm like, Dad.
I was 24, 25 at the time, so I felt like I was in my sexual. I thought I'd be laying something down. Nope.
Yeah.
But
I said, let me show you something, youngin.
I was proud. I was like, I could probably get there one day.
Dion, it's on you.
I'm dating your friends.
Huh?
I'm gonna date one of her friends.
God.
Ooh.
Hey, keep it all the way under. My daughter, my oldest two daughters got sexy friends.
Date one of the friends that was around when I was younger. Like, I can't wait till you get grown. So if you date one of my friends, I'm just saying.
I'm done.
Hey, my daughters will tell you right now, my oldest three, you better not even think about telling my daddy he cute, because I do not feel like having to whoop you.
Listen, I'm telling you, if you date one of my
They know
friends,
daddy do it.
I'm daddy chasing. You hear me?
Did she say daddy chaser?
Daddy chasing. Leave my
She said
friends
daddy chaser.
alone.
She
Leave
said
my
daddy
friends
chaser.
alone.
My daughters know. They got some cute friends that's legal. Come this way if you want to.
Pops.
Leave them kids alone.
Pops, you better leave these babies alone. Leave the babies alone. Leave the babies alone.
Why?
Over with.
He's trying to bring the baby.
That friendship is over with.
He done started something.
He's ruining friendships over there.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I have some really, really, really beautiful people in my life. Males, females, I have beautiful people in my life. I have had, now mind you, my parents been together 54 years. I have had them to say, that's a beautiful person. She's really nice. That's a very attractive young man. Let me tell you something. If you come hollering at me talking about, me and your mama, listen, me and your daddy, especially not me and my daddy. I don't want to hear shit about my daddy. But me and your mama, let me tell you something. That particular friend, somebody's family member is about to take out a missing persons report because my beloved friend has suddenly come up missing. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Well, I mean,
I got some shady shit in my background. I got some
close
folks
to the friend are we talking though? How close of a friend are we talking?
My thing is this. What kind
I'm looking at four beautiful ladies right here. I'm looking at four beautiful ladies that I would consider a friend.
Okay.
So if we hanging out somewhere and my daddy would look at one of y'all and was like, "Woo, hey son, woo, knock yourself out. Go ahead, pops, do you?"
No. My thing is this. That means you are having conversations above and beyond what I feel is respectable and acceptable beyond my back.
Only unacceptable in your sight, huh?
Listen. Even though, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all because I'm a horrible mama, because I do not believe in practicing what I preach. Because my daughter was on the phone with her best friend last night. And I was just flirting. He's a little young chocolate thing. They just turned 18. I don't want this little child. I don't want this child. But I know. I was getting my cougar on. I was just like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at that smile, chocolate dimples.
The dimples, girl.
If he could have turned red, he would have been absolutely, positively just bright red. But now these children know I don't mean no harm. And as far as, like I said, and getting with you can't listen, y'all got me pulling my own hair. We ain't going there.
I was next question until she just threw that little bit of information out.
I don't even want my mama and my daddy trying to get back together. No,
that's my daughter. That's my daughter. She told my daughter told her father. She told her father, she was real young. She told her father, she says, I love you, daddy. Stay away from my mama.
See, I'm sitting here thinking
about be like that.
And originally had like no on the answer. I said, hell no. But I'm sitting here really thinking. And I'm like, I got a mother and a father, and they have two different personalities.
Yes.
What I want a female that I know to fuck with my father, knowing the way that my father was, I'd be no, because I know at some point I would probably lose a friend because my father would do some bullshit to the chick in the end.
And my point, she wouldn't be your friend then, bro. Because if you grown and you did that, hey, that's on you.
You gotta pick sides.
See,
That's a tricky thing.
The different thing when you fucking somebody family members and then shit go bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? Like
I feel what you're saying, but I'm gonna be all right with it.
But
we can be cool. So
I'm not all right with the mess.
You know, you and your daddy knocking in the same room. Let me give it.
Daddy's laying it down.
So what you gonna do with your mama legs spread up in the air?
I know he did the same for mama.
The crazy part about one of my male friends dealing with my mama. I would probably want to see it just because I know my mama gonna drive they fucking ass crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then I'm gonna have to hear it.
I want to be like, yeah, nigga, well, you want to fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted that. Now she fucking got your ass on top of the roof, cleaning up and doing all kind of shit that you don't want to fucking do. But nigga, that's what you want. But a woman, I'd be like a little bit different when it came down to like my daddy, because I'd be like, I know my dad's intention at the end of the day would not be good for any fucking woman that my father, and this is, I love my dad and rest in peace, but my father had 7 fucking wives. My father was, and my grandfather, which was the pastor, put my father out of the pulpit because he was like, nigga, you done got married again? And like, I can't, like, this is too much.
And see, on the opposite end, my dad ain't never been married.
You see what I'm saying? So on that, it's like when you see the terror that somebody can create, and that where it's gonna go in the end, it's
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
But
like for me, my dad ain't never been married. So if she going over there, and for all I'm gonna tell her is, hey, the nigga's 77 years old. He ain't never been married, and he will tell you he has no problem with prostitution. He may offer you a couple dollars. So if you think you about to go in this and fall in love, good luck. More power to you. Knock yourself out. I'm just saying. You have been warned.
We about to move on to the next question. I'm gonna start with Key. Then I'm gonna go to Note. Then I'm gonna go Masako, Ishtar, and I'm gonna end it with the Queen this time. As a parent, do you feel that you have a balanced relationship with your children? That you're too lenient with your kids? Or do you feel that you are too strict with your kids?
This depends on the day of the week. That's some honest shit for your ass. Because most of the day of the week. Because I had like a rough childhood, and I don't be trying to do that with my kids, but sometimes that lenient go out the door. Like if I got to repeat myself 87 times, it's probably going to go down in Claremont. It's probably going down. So
the way you say, I believe that shit by the way you said
every word of it, bro.
Y'all better believe it. Trust me. Listen,
every word of it.
Yeah.
Hey, he over here like, ooh, I feel sorry.
That's real.
I'm trying to keep it balanced most of the time, but I got a fresh 13-year-old teenager.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Better know.
Shots for you, 13-year-old Jesus.
Bless your heart.
36 and she thinks she's been on earth longer than I have. Yeah, that don't work out for her often. So it's pretty balanced for the most part, and once I get on one, the other two kind of fall in line. They like, we don't want no smoke. Nah, she tripping. Mama is tripping today. So she already got blasted and I don't want none of that. So let me go do whatever she was supposed to do plus what I was supposed to do because I don't want no smoke. So they 5 years gapped out apart, each of them. So it's okay. It's pretty balanced for the most part, but I can be strict if I have to. I can go drill sergeant on you if I have to.
Take note.
Well, in my situation, we're gonna have to chop this up into sections.
Okay.
Because my oldest three are all 21 and older. My youngest, my son, he's 14. He just turned 14 today.
Oh,
Happy
happy
birthday, boo.
Happy birthday, little prince.
I really don't worry about him because really none of my kids, because they mamas will fuck them completely up. So it was like our relationship when they were younger. It wasn't no unbalance. I was totally strict. It wasn't no doubt about it. I was strict, period. That's what I say. If I'm on the phone, my oldest two, they moved to Florida and had no conception of distance. Hey, I will come beat you because I don't make me go sit on the couch and be cool. Mama, get up. Where they at? They on the couch. What you do? Don't worry about it. They on the couch. Now they're older, and it's like we cool in the fam. Masako, you see the relationship I have with my daughters.
Yes. You have a beautiful relationship with your daughters.
Yes.
Now.
We Facebook friends. You know, all that. Like I said, but they know if they know their daddy is an asshole, he's a jerk, he like to have fun. But if I really, really need him and he gonna give it to me raw. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be strict with them now. We unbalanced. Shit, I'm too friendly with their ass sometimes. But I mean, what can I say? They grown now, so I can't tell you nothing. I can give you suggestions, but I can't tell you nothing. Because in the end, you're gonna do what you want to do. And not only that, the world 24 and 25 in the millennium is not the same as 24 or 25 in the early 2000s, 90s, late 90s. The world is totally different. These niggas convincing girls to stick pills in their booty and all this. So what kind of, I never thought of that at the age of 20 back then. So the world is different. So I kind of guess you could say I went with the flow as far as I disciplined them. I was strict as hell from the moment they were born till they turned about 14, 15 maybe. My oldest two actually came and stayed with me for 2 years. But
that was a beautiful thing you did, by the way.
I mean, what was I gonna do?
I know, I'm just saying, but it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a situation. Fresh out of jail, been out of prison for 6 months. And she dropped their ass clean off on my ass. Like, hey, boom. So what you gonna do? Time to man up. Y'all know what this is, drill sergeant time. And we got a beautiful relationship. They didn't get pregnant on my watch. That's all I'm gonna say. They didn't get pregnant on my watch. So yeah, it just depends on the stage in their life. Like I said, mine's are older now. So we talk more so when we talking business. Like me and my oldest daughter going in business now. She's doing t-shirts and stuff. So I'm teaching her on the business end, so I get a little stern with her because now she thinks she's wrong and she thinks she can just say what she wants to me. No, wait a minute. Don't forget who I am. So yeah, I just think it's the time and stages of their life.
Who up next?
That would be me.
Let's go. Get it how you live.
Yes. I would say that, and my daughter and I had this conversation yesterday, that I am very lenient with my daughter. But at the same time, you know, we have come through some experiences because from the jump, it's just been the two of us. And so that's when she was talking about the codependency between parents, you know, and between a parent and a child when you're the only child. I have 5 kids. I gave birth to 1. And this one is the one that is attached to my hip. That is the one when I refer to the alien princess. That's, you know, that's this one that was just talking. I am very lenient with her, but in being very lenient with her is I make sure that she sees things from a whole life experience. There are times, you know, she has pissed me off and I've had her by the throat and I've had to actually talk to myself because I'm a brawler. I am a fighter. So I'm a brawler, and I've had to say to myself, this is your child, this is your child. And I looked at her and I told her, do not push me because I will fight you like a bitch in the streets. Don't push me. And she got that understanding. And so we cool now. We've not had any more incidents like that. But at the same time,
right.
She's just up there going, hey, when I say we talk about everything, I mean, now, mind you, there's some aspects of my own personal life that I don't talk to her about. But I mean, my child, we have talked about everything from, because she's very academically driven. She's a very, very independent, very forward motivated child. So this is someone who I've talked to about everything from, agriculture. She's going into agricultural biotechnology. So, I mean, this is someone who has her head on, you know what I mean? This is someone who's just been like, okay, she's been from the time she was in the 6th grade trying to decide, how she could intertwine engineering and medicine and plant life. And so, she found that in agricultural biotech. So this is a child whose head is on, but at the same time, this is a child I can talk to her about anything from the agricultural biotech to BDSM to sex toys to drugs to abuse to don't fuck around like this. And, and we don't, there are no, again, except for some of the details of my own personal life, we don't have any barriers. Yeah, I'm very lenient with mine, but at the same time,
you a good one because like
mine is on point.
I'm just sitting here thinking like, kids be open with them, and I could tell them certain things, but it's just some shit that I'd be like, it would be such a process.
My issue is this. I have walked a life that, people from the outside, I mean, you show people what you want them to see. So people on the outside, they're like, oh, she's had such a sweet life. No, my life, I mean, from being on the streets to running stuff I ain't had no business running to, the motorcycle life to just some of everything. So I have had a vast experience of life. And like, again, we're talking about, there's like, oh, there's some things I just wouldn't talk to her about. When it comes to stuff like BDSM and toys and drugs and all of that stuff, I want her to hear it from me. I want her to get the real. I'm not going to feed you no bullshit. I'm not going to candy coat it. I don't candy coat nothing. But I'm not getting ready. I mean, I'm telling her about, the things that I did when I was in New York, when I was in Charlotte, when I was in Virginia. I tell her my life. She's just like, hey, Ma, what about this? What about that? I'm telling her my experience because I don't want you out here bumping your head in a situation that might cost you your life because it almost cost me mine. But I'm not great candy coated and I'm not going to give her no bullshit. But at the same time, that's why she's 18. But to hold a conversation with her, you wouldn't know that. Because I don't believe in nobody else feed her no bullshit. You're going to get it straight and uncut. And if she don't get it from me, y'all know my sister D. All of y'all know my sister D. So if she don't get it from me, she going to get it from D. And if she don't get it from D, she going to get it from G. We don't sugarcoat. This is what it is. This is real life right here. This is what you're about to look at when you walk out in the street. Some dude come to pick her up. He better open that fucking door for you. When I walk down the stairs, yes, I'm walking down the stairs every single time somebody come to pick you up. Motherfucker, you better open the door for her. There have been dudes who thought they wasn't going to open the door for her, and I was be like, you need to go on back upstairs. We're not going to do this. Nada. Ain't nobody going to feed her no bullshit. She going to get it straight she going to get it real, and she going to get it straight. I don't play that.
Who up next?
Wow. Okay, I'm like Miss Seiko because for a long time I was a single mother. So I grew up quickly with my daughter. I went from being a strict parent, not wanting anything to happen to her, trying to keep a handle on pedophiles. I had parental locks on stuff. We had discussions about what we watched. I sat down and watched TV with my daughter, read to my daughter. My daughter is now 27. She doesn't have any children yet, but she wants children. She wanted to wait until she got into a position where that she would be able to take and care for the child. So I'm proud of her. right now. Like it went from being strict, but I kept it real with my daughter. I wanted to show her more so than tell her. So throughout our development, from being a young mother, then being more mature, getting a little bit more knowledge and understanding and understanding under my belt, then it came to, okay, you have to be flexible. I got to grow as she's grown, but still keep that structure. So now we're at the point where, and it's always been this way since my daughter was in the womb, I told her, like if I bring her in here right now and say, what has mommy told you since you were a baby? I said, it's you and I against the world.
Absolutely.
And what that means is this. Every decision that I made was based on her.
Absolutely.
There were situations and opportunities that I passed up because it wouldn't have been the right set for her. So I showed her through all my failures and all my triumphs, all my victories. Even like in the past 3 years, I didn't hide shit from my daughter because I didn't want her to go out there and be open and be so green that she'd be thirsty enough to take some bullshit. So in this house, it's been the real. How it is, I don't want her to be stupid. What my daughter and I talk about is quantum physics, metaphysics. My daughter is interested in science. So we talk about psychology. Okay, we talk about sociology. We talk about spirituality. These are the conversations that go on in my house with her and her friends. So I have my daughter and I have a whole slew of other children that did not come from my womb that come by here for real conversation. So not only did I use my own life as an example, what I did not do, and telling her, look, I'm 44. My daughter's about to be 28 next month. And she has her head on straight. She's bumped, she fell down, we all do. She wasn't perfect, but she wasn't a child out there running wild with no direction. She did what we all did. We bumped, we tried it. She tried it with me. We had our battles. And like the other sister said, it depends on what day it is. Some days it might have been gangster boogie. I might have had to go somewhere and count because I knew if I laid hands on her, she would have been flying from here to Africa. There have been plenty of days when I told like her godparents, you better put out the catcher's mitt. I'm about to send her flying to you. And there's other days when I said, baby, just come right here. No matter which way I came at her, at the end of it, I ended it with a hug and I know I love you. No matter which tone it came, I said, I'm only telling you this because I love you. So at the end of the day, no matter what lesson I taught her, it always ended in love. But I kept it 100% real with her. She knows everything from the street side. You understand? Because her mother has knowledge in that too. All right, so everywhere I went from Scholastic down, deep down the hood, she knows. And she's still growing.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing with all of us. So I show her and I tell her one of the biggest examples is we don't know everything. You can learn something from a child that's 3 years old. You can be 56 and that child will teach you something. So my relationship with my daughter is we learn from one another and I live by example. And she'll call me on if I'm not walking like I talk it. She is my conscience attorney. Okay. All right. She'll tell me, and I tell her, I can show you, baby, better than I can tell you. And I want her, and that's what I put into her. Absolutely. And so our relationship went from being real strict, like I don't want this shit to happen, I don't want that to happen, and not knowing that the more you try to keep them away from certain stuff, they'll gravitate more to it. Because she had some people that came in here, and being a single mom, I played both. So at times I had to be that divine masculine. My daughter can tell you a story. One time with this little boy that came out here, I did not like that little person. Okay, it's when she was younger. So all I had was a stun gun. So I know I'm 5'4.5", and this little boy was tall. He's about 6 something. But I didn't like him. I smelled who the fuck he was. Excuse me. Absolutely. I smelled him because I remember someone like him from my past, and someone I saw on the street. So I went to the top of the steps. And I shot off this stun gun, just out of nowhere. Just letting no motherfucker, I'm here. Don't try no shit. I'm always around. To this day, he still remembers. He put on one of her posts on her Facebook page about that incident, about the damn stun gun, about me doing sideways things and coming up front. Look, and I told the females, I told the males, I said, if you hurt her, you got me to deal with.
Oh yeah.
And I'll go to jail. I said, mess with her, you got me to deal with.
Because I'll tell somebody,
you don't want to do that.
I look good in the army.
I'll come see you.
Real quick.
I'll come see you.
I just want to
Mess with her, you'll see me. You'll see me. But you know,
I think I'm lightweight a little, feeling some type of way because I listen to everything. I know how old Bro is. I know how old Masako is. I just heard Ishtar say she's 44. I didn't catch Keon and I didn't catch Queen B. But I'm damn near the oldest nigga on this motherfucker. I'm not liking this, I don't think.
It's okay. It's okay. But see, you have it.
So, how old are you?
all together.
48? You 48?
Yeah.
He just turned 48 though. It's okay.
48 in April.
Oh, happy birthday.
It's
But
okay.
Birthday.
He just turned 48. No, but I mean, even I will say this.
You be the old guy and I'll be the baby. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. But I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna hit some of these comments real quick.
Before I wrap
I
it up,
will say that even with us, those of us who have been, single mothers, and I think all of the ladies on here have been either are or have been at some point a single mother. Because sometimes we do have to stand into, we do have to step into that masculine role and be like, step the fuck off. You will have to deal with me. Because I have put more fear into these little fools that keep coming around here for my daughter than some of the men that, that we do have around. And it's just been like, they're like, your mother is crazy. And she's like, yes. And she's violent and she keeps rope and tarp and knives in her trunk. So you probably want to keep that in mind if she has to come looking for you. But I mean, that's just real life. That's just for real who we are and how we move. Sometimes you just have to do that. But I'm gonna slide over here to some of these comments real quick, and then I think it's gonna be on Resh.
It's on me.
Okay, well then you know what? You go first, and then I'm gonna read the comments because I need to hear from you because yours is a little different because you have a young man. You have a young man, so yeah, I definitely want to hear. And I know stories, so I just want to, as the mother of his namesake, and the two of them went wandering off. It was like, hey, come back here. Come back here.
Well, just to refresh what the poll was, is as a parent, do you feel that you have an even balance with your kids, too lenient with your kids, or too strict with your kids? Now, me raising a man, I'm going to say I encompassed all three of these at different levels in his life. When he was younger, I had to be strict because I knew if I would allow him to go out to the street or to his peers for answers to some questions, the streets was going to get him, and that was over my dead body. So I kept it 100 from the time he was able to ask me questions till now. And it kind of, as you would say, balanced out because he will communicate with me, whereas there's some conversations that he'll have with me that I'm uncomfortable with, but I gotta have them because I can't allow the streets or somebody who is his same age to try to educate him because it's not gonna happen. They have not experienced what I have.
Exactly.
Now at the point of being lenient, well, he's 20, so I have to back away and let him continue to develop into the man that he's going to be. But there's still guidance there. Now, if you ask my son, I'm the craziest person in the world, and he won't try me. It's been times where he done something and I told him not to do it, and I showed up at band practice and cleared out the whole band room. And they was there.
Absolutely.
And his friends, they like, man, I ain't messing with your mama, but they love. Mama's cool. Yeah, mama's cool, but mama can act a fool too. So he knows what to do and what not to do. And I hit him on GP. And that's general principle because he done something I ain't called him for, but I'm gonna hit you anyway. So I'm fine. He got away with it. I didn't catch you, but I'm gonna catch, And he asked me, why you hit me? Because you did something and I didn't catch you for it. Just know.
I want to give a shout to your son too, because we were talking the other night, and he's a musician, and I'm a musician, and I'm very picky about when folks call themselves musicians and stuff. So
AJ, it's the truth.
So we sort of sat back and we had a conversation, and very soon I'm giving them a little time because we don't want to rush it. But our theme song that we will be, starting the show off with, and for everybody that tuned in today with all the technical difficulties, this is our first Zoom, so please just be patient with us. We guarantee you by the time we start off in next month, we're gonna be 100% ready to go. But her son will be actually submitting the song to us. And he will be the music that you will be hearing for our interludes before we go to our commercials. So if you actually have a business that you would like to have promoted, please contact any of us on the show, and we'll let you know what the prices for that will be. Trust me, it's very reasonable, very, very reasonable. But just, man, I wanted to thank him because I just thought about him when you spoke about him. Because like when we talking about kids, people out here that have no idea who the kid is, they might run wild with what the conversation is.
Right.
And what sort of took me back was her son
is special.
Extremely.
He is. He's a wonderful young man, though.
But it's geared the right way. So like it's like, because out of all the people that's on the line right now, with the conversation about mother and daughter, the only two people that I know their kids and their kids know me would be Maseko and Queen. You feel what I'm saying? And to go off of the conversations that you might hear on our show, because we all live different lifestyles and live completely separately. We have different opinions. That's why we started this show, because we didn't want a bunch of people agreeing on the show. Like you will tune in one day and we will be, going at it.
Oh, you don't like little kids, but you're going to get used to mine too.
Right.
So, that part.
But the structure of where we're going with this conversation is, I would suppose, is what is the connection between you and your parent and you as a parent to your child? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is all reflecting back. The name of the show is What's Love Got to Do with It? And even though we might joke around and we have some real serious topics that, might be controversial, we are really trying to understand different aspects of life and maybe help someone that has no idea what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of them out there too. You believe there's a lot of them out there.
Because the average show of people that would get together on a level of what we're talking about are generally young people. We young, but we ain't that. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't live through some stuff.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? So we can really sit back and sort of not bullshit you with the conversation. Because I think out of everybody's opinion today, I don't feel like nobody was given a safe answer. I feel like even from the very beginning when we first started this, and me and Keith sort of got into, I'm like, wait a minute, nigga, shit. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's real conversation. And if you cannot have a real conversation with your friends per se, you will never be able to have a real conversation with somebody that is not your friend, because it'll be just a separate thought process of two different opinions. Seiko, can you read some of the comments? I see we sort of loading up.
Yes, we are. Okay, so Molly Shannon says, I have had to jump from a moving vehicle to keep my hands off my daughter in anger. It ain't easy. Let me tell you, I learned how to do drywall one day. I understand.
Wait a minute,
she fried.
I understand.
I'm just.
She ain't lying. She
for real. I learned how to repair drywall. I'm not playing. I learned how to repair drywall.
What did the comment say?
It said I have had to jump from a moving vehicle to keep my hands off my daughter in anger. And she said,
yes.
But I feel her.
I haven't done it, but I feel her. I feel her. I haven't done it, but I feel her.
I feel her.
I feel her.
I've had to pull the car over.
I'm almost
I've had to
jealous.
take many walks.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm almost jealous of the ladies in y'all relationship with y'all daughter. See, I got girls.
same. Like, but I'm
And when I get in them situations, I can't really do what I want to because I'm a man.
Yeah.
And I can't. So I have to pray that they get. I tell their mama, and their mama they get home, which I know they did because their mamas is cut. They thoroughbreds, like you ladies. I appreciate
the youngest
y'all.
girl's mama, the older one's mama, but the youngest girl's mama, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
And you would believe she works for the Department of Corrections. She's up
That
there.
makes sense. Yeah, that
You know
makes
what I'm saying? But it's like, man, but I wish they was boys. I want to fight a kid. I do, one of mine. Because I just want to. Like one of my kids, I want to make sure when you get out in these streets that you can defend yourself well.
I have 15 nieces and nephews. I have 5 children, and and then an assortment of other children that are in my life. But I tell them in a heartbeat, I fight kids.
I wish
I ain't got no problem with it. If you old enough to stand up and run your mouth at me, you old enough to get knocked the fuck down.
Like I got it. My nieces, my nephews, this is how bad it is for me. Y'all don't understand. My 2 nephews, perfect gentlemen, don't do nothing wrong, graduated college, one still in college, get this man. I can't even want to punch on them because they don't do nothing wrong. And I just want to discipline. I've always wanted to
punch somebody one good time.
Punch somebody. He want to open a white meat.
I just want to, just to make sure. My brother's son, this dude, he 13. He gets voted the most handsome boy at school. Perfect gentleman. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Man, do something wrong for me one time so I could just cave your chest.
I just want to cave your chest one good time.
Just one good time, just to see how you gonna react. Because the reason I say that, and it sounds crazy when I put it that way, and I say that because this world can hit you that hard.
Yeah.
And how you gonna react to it when it hits you that hard?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna buck up? Or what are you gonna do? You may cry, but what is your reaction to that after you do it?
I was about to say,
because
I'm a
yeah, because my sisters, I'm the middle child. My sisters and them used to beat the brakes off of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had nobody to do that to. My little brother, I was gone. We 9 years apart. So when he was 9, 10, I was away at school. When I left Jackson State, I moved straight to Indianapolis for 30 years of my life. Now he grown. I didn't even get to do that to him.
See, he said, I didn't even get to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to these comments. Cheryl Slimmon says, Kimberly Sumler's mom whipped then asked. Plus, we never talked like this, ever. Cheryl Slimmons, my mom is 75. Do as I say, no back talk. Molly Shannon, a lot of what parents know is bullshit too, though. Now, there's a thought. Molly Shannon also said, okay, something just happened. Love hearing all the moms with non-birth children. I feel like I'm out here all alone sometimes. And, and our own Basilini told her, you are not alone. We are a village, and we are too. We definitely are. You are not old. You are an elder. She was talking to Note when we was talking about. Note was saying that he was the old dude, and Keon is the baby. Miss Key is the baby.
Me and her about to do a show on my station together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She says, Molly Shannon says, I'm sorry. First she said to Keon, thank you. And then she said that she is physically lenient, but spiritually strict.
Yeah.
And Desval is all you need. Oh, see, I guess he's talking to you, Note. He says, all you need to do is meet my son. He will give you the opportunity. Y'all not getting ready to, no, because you not get ready to do him like that.
Wait, who he say? Because I want to.
No, you not getting beat up my little cousin.
That is, I'm not going to hit him in the face.
That's fine.
He's going to check him in the chest.
No face shot. No
That's
face.
mine.
See,
You
But
can't
you-
do it.
we're gonna have to get
You
y'all
can't
some,
do it. That's mine.
we're gonna have to get y'all some anger management classes.
That's mine. You can't do it. But he says all you have to do is meet my son, and he will give you the opportunity.
It's like the kids don't get it like we used to, though.
I want to let me move on to our next question.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think that it's okay if a person uses foul language around their parents?
Okay. Well, other than Ishtar, she seems to have the most PC language on here. So.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
Are
Well,
you
then no.
kidding me?
Like what?
Y'all ain't ready for me to go gangster boogie.
You know, I don't. But I keep.
Y'all ain't ready for that yet.
Let a couple F bombs drop on this.
I ain't no PC.
Yeah, she been on. Hey, she been a little comfortable today.
Oh yeah, I'm always comfortable with my words.
Let's go, Ish.
Oh, no, I didn't curse around parents. Did I ever? Yes, they did hear me. Did I get in trouble for it? Yep. So they didn't play. For me, it's like a respect thing. But my mouth could be as filthy as a sailor and as clean as an angel. So it all depends on which mode for the proactiveness. But cussing around your elders, no, that's just a respect thing for me. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I get that. I think for me,
It all depends on the conversation. You do have some elders where they just straight from the hip, and you can just talk straight like that to them. So I say it's a situational thing. But
Absolutely.
just off GP, I have so much respect for our elders. Hell nah. Nope.
See, I have older in my family, like my father's aunt and uncle, their brother and sister. But I mean, like my aunt is like 90 something. So yeah, no, to her, and she's a mother of the church. So, you know, there are times where I don't even just speak what's on my mind, regardless of foul language. I don't even speak what's on my mind. I'm just sitting up there going, okay, you know. But like my mother was an associate minister, but my mother was an associate minister that had the language of a sailor. So, you know, in our home, and that is really how we were brought up. You know, it's you say what you have to say, and we will deal with the rest of it on the back end. And that's how I've raised my daughter. Now, she didn't do it until she was, 17, 18 years old, but it's say what you have to say. Express yourself, express your thought, express your anger, express whatever it is you have to say. And then we're gonna deal with the rest of it on the back end.
Well, see, me personally, have I ever cursed around my mother? Yes. Have I ever cursed around my father? Yes. But I'm really looking at the times that I did it. Like one time I had a situation with my father, and it got real ugly. And my mother was somewhat in the center of why we were arguing. So, I felt like at that time, and at that time I had just turned 18. I was out the house. I felt like a lot of stuff that I had said to my father that particular day was a lot of stuff that had been in me as an angry kid. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like, when I snapped, my mother understood when I snapped. Like, I feel like, anytime that my mother can say that she heard me cussing, it has been a situation where like I have been upset and she's been talking to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't consider that the same as just having a conversation and then just letting something a foul word come out of my mouth in conversation with her. I don't, but in retrospect, do I feel like I should do it? I don't feel that I should do it, but in those moments of me being just, completely enraged with whatever thought is on my mind at that time, I'm speaking freely. And you know what I mean? And so to a certain degree, it's me venting more or less than me just wanting to curse on the phone with my mother. Let's go with Queen. What you think?
Do I want to die? No.
Yeah, because your mom is the truth.
Do I want to die? No. When I was growing up, the word lie was a cuss word. So you better not go in the house. You lie, you're going to get knocked through a wall. I am 20 times 2 plus a few, and I'm still not going to go in to my mother and cuss. Now, has she heard me? Yes, when out of anger, you know, conversation or whatever, but it was not directed toward her.
Oh no, I ain't cussing at her.
Right.
And I had no, I wouldn't be here talking to you if I did.
No, because your mama don't play.
No, she
Look, your mama scared me, and I'm like,
so you know,
y'all blessed because
with my son, like if he's trying to explain something to me and it involves a cuss word, he'll ask me, "Can I say it?" And he gets the green light, or I'll tell him no. But he's not just gonna flat out cuss. Now I've heard him cuss out of anger. And you know, when a person is angry, they're going to express themselves and it's just gonna come flying out. But he never done it toward me because he's still living. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a respect thing. You don't do that to the elders. No.
No, I've never, now even though, like again, the whole foulness or whatever, my mother has cussed me slam out. I have never cursed at my mother. I have never, like, we may have been having a conversation and it came up, but to actually curse at my mother, look, I am 5 foot, as Miss Ishtar said, she's 5'4.5". I'm 5 foot straight. 5'4", I'm sorry, 5'4" straight. And my mother is 6 foot tall, and my mother is a very statuesque woman. She got to reach like a damn basketball player. I'm not getting ready. And at 47, I'm still not, you know, I'm going to stand. If I'm going to be mad about something, it's probably going to be a phone call, but I'm still not cussing at her. But if I am in her presence and I'm mad about something, my mother be like, "I know you mad because you ain't saying nothing." Yeah, because you ain't Gary snatch my ass up. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
I might be damn near 50 years old. That lady will still snatch me. I'm not playing with her.
I'm gonna just say, if y'all got to say something, y'all was blessed.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah.
You not even open mad. I don't care if you mad, happy, glad, sad, whatever it is. And when I was young, anytime cuss word come out your mouth, I learned how to backflip ducking a left hook of a backhand from my grandmama. She would
no, my father's mama was no joke.
Now, so in saying that, like right now, I have to catch myself when I talk because sometimes I get passionate and my mama room right upstairs and I just be going. So I'm quite sure I don't think she can hear me because she don't never say I've been too loud. But in a conversation with my mama, I just can't do it. And if I do it, I look like, ooh, and she'll say, "Oh boy, you grown. It's all right now. You just don't understand how many lip pops I done got." No, I'm cool. It ain't worth even at 48. It still ain't worth taking that chance. Now my daddy, you know what I told y'all we did earlier, so you can imagine how we talk to each other. You feel what I'm saying? You can only imagine what our conversations is like. I caught her because my daddy is my God's honest best friend. If I was to get married tomorrow, he would be my best man. That's just what it is. Me and my daddy talk like boo every day. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him today. I talked to my daddy and we 5 hours apart. So, you know, but as for my mama, and me and my mama, and the crazy part about it is I don't even have to think about it when my mama around. When we conversating, a cuss word don't even want to come out of my mouth. It ain't even in my vocabulary. With my daddy, it's like it's every other word that come out of my mouth is a cuss word. I'm programmed with them now. My granny, I very seldom would even talk around that woman because every word was almost a cuss word. Ain't no telling what you might get hit with. But damn, pow. Man, you know what? I'm gonna just shut up. I ain't gonna talk to nothing. What you want something to eat? I ain't gonna make everything because it's so. And even on the flip side with my kids, my daughters, we talk the same way. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. It don't bother me because, like you say, it's an environment that we're inducive to, that they're more around you're around a lot of it. So it's what you do. Y'all do it amongst your friends. Y'all, woo, 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 woo. Hey man, y'all around me, just be you. I don't want you to think you can't be you. Because the moment you feel like you can't be you around me, and it's something that you really feel you need to talk to me about, and you don't, I don't want you to get, the world is a cold, cold place. That's all I could keep stressing. It's not like it was when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said the other day, did you remember what this meant? And put the picture of the street light up. They was like, oh, when that come on, I said, oh, y'all got to see it come on? Man, I wasn't even trying to take that chance. I ain't even know if they work. So it's just the day and age now. I don't mind my kids being free with me.
All right. Let me move on to this question. And I want to go in this order. I want to go Maseko, Note, then Queen, and then Ishtar. Would you leave your mate because your parent told you to break up with them? Now I'm gonna read the numbers that we got in the group before we go to the answers. We have 22 people that said hell no. We have, no, I take that back, 25 people that said hell no. We have 11 people that says it depends, and we have one person that said yes, they would leave. I would love to hear what y'all got to say. Let's go.
Hell no.
That was short and sweet.
Okay, now I'm gonna read the comments. But yeah, my answer is hell no. Yeah, no. I'm gonna read this now.
Hold on, let's get to the next person, and then we go after we get through all the people that answer the question. Then you can read the comments. Who's next?
Oh man, it's a no, but I'm gonna stay here now.
He said no. For me, it would have to depend on the reasoning behind it. Okay. Because, like I said, they could be seeing something that I'm not seeing, and it's for my protection in that relationship. I'm gonna look at it after that. You know, they're gonna send up that red flag, and I'm gonna look like, okay, let me see what's really going on. And if what they're saying is found to be true, then I gotta go. But it's gonna depend on that.
Okay.
So,
it's time.
Okay. Well, I agree with that was Queenie, right? Or Queen?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with Queen. It depends on the context. I would not, if my parents, if they were still alive and they said, okay, if you're seeing this person, they don't like them. No, honestly, as a kid, that would make me go for that person now. I mean, go for that person harder. But I make my own decisions when it comes to that. But however, like my mother was very intuitive. So I know if she would have came to me and said something like that, because she wasn't the type to come and say there's something out of the blue that didn't connect to a real substance, a real source of something that may have been wrong or right. So I would take under consideration what my mother or my father would say, but at the end of the day, it's what I decide. It's what's best for us. Because this is our world. So that's the way I look at it. It all depends, but at the end of the day, the choice is up to me.
Okay. So what are our comments that we got out here?
But you didn't tell us what your opinion is on this.
Well, personally, it depends for me. It depends on what my the parent would have to say and what their reason is for what they're saying. You know, if my mother was just to be like, I don't like her, I'd be like, well, why you don't like her? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give me something as opposed to just saying that you don't like her or, you know, you ain't fucking with her. Well, I am, you know, it's something that I'm saying in her. So you got to give me something to go off of. Just to tell me that you don't like somebody, that's not enough of a reason for me to stop dealing with them. Let's move on to the next question. I want to
elaborate on that too, because that brings a good point when we get a chance. Because that brings a good point back that ties in with what we talked about earlier.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you why I say no. Because if you remember earlier when we had the conversation and we was talking about the conversations between asking your parents for advice and I'm a Taurus. I like to keep my life as simple as possible.
Yep.
If my parents tell me something, I know me. 8 times out of 10, it ain't gonna change nothing with me and with my mate. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna treat you telling me like I would treat any one of y'all telling. I didn't see it. I can't. Woo woo woo. I want to catch it anyway because y'all know I got built up anger. I want to. So you know what I'm saying. But I try to keep my family out of a lot of my personal life and my relationships, because I've been in situations with my oldest sister where we were at a club one night and this dude she wouldn't dance with this dude. He asked her twice to dance and she wouldn't dance with him. Last time she told him no, he called her a bitch and I tried to split him.
Right.
I come back to Mississippi for the following summer because I used to go down there for the summers to visit my granny. And this same nigga is sitting on my grandmama porch.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't, I don't want to intertwine none of that, because and I see a lot of it, we get into people's relationships, they end up right back with them. Now you done created an enemy. My boys get mad at me because I tell them straight up, hey, look, you ain't about the right. So that's your wife. I met her through you. Now we cool. That's my sis. I ain't telling on nobody. That ain't none of my business. If I saw her, if I'm gonna watch you do it and just tell when she doing it. Nah, I choose not to get in none of that because my loyalty don't change like that. I'm 100 with everybody. If I consider you my people, I'm 100 with you. I stay out of that mess, period.
Okay, so back to our comments. Jasmine was saying that we went back to when Note was talking about wanting to get with somebody, and Desmond said, "Oh, I had to light up his chest the other day." Shantae Sim says, "I'm old school when it comes to this. I respect my elders. At 41, my mom still will check me if I slip up, and my grown friends troop. She sure will. She really will. Because of that, my kids aren't allowed to curse around me either, and to respect the elders unless they have been given permission to speak that way." Desmond Fowler says, "Around mom, yes." I think that's as far as having the swearing in the conversation. My dad has been dead since 2004, and I'm still scared of him. Kimberly was like, no, she said, "I'm late, but I'm here." No, hell no. And I think that was the conversation about, cursing with the children or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then Shantae says, "Nah, my relationship screening process is deep, LOL. By the time I bring him along, there can be nothing but love for him."
That's deep.
It is.
That's deep. Okay. Let's get to our next question. Do you feel that your parents overstep their boundaries when it comes to raising your kids? I want to start with Queenie, go Masako, then Note. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Because I've had this conversation. I could tell him to do something and he would trump me going to the grandparent. And instead of doing what I said, he'd do what grandma said. And that creates some tension. And I've had to say something to the grandparent. I can't effectively do what I need to do as a parent if you're going to override what I'm saying. Because now, and it causes problems for him. Because when you at grandmama's house, you do what grandmama say. That's one thing. But when you step back up in my door, up under my address, it's what I say. So he gets a little, he got beside himself and found out he can get a carpet burn. He got his back dirty. And he's 6'2" and I'm 5'5". But like I told him, I will bring you down to my size, and I will and have.
That's a little bit.
So yeah, grandma has a tendency to do a little too much sometimes.
I love it. Put your hands on them.
Oh yeah, quick, fast, and
I'm from the old school.
Yeah,
I'm from old school. You know, you were talking about you wanted to fight a kid. My philosophy: 6 months to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. Draw back on me. It's on.
Hey man, I'm trying to tell you.
that part.
Don't draw back on me. We
I feel
going
like
at it.
my philosophy in life is if I got to go through it, somebody else should have to too. I got my ass kicked as a kid for everything I did wrong. So I feel like bad kids should get fucked up too.
Well, yeah, make their teeth click and see. I'm the baby. I'm the baby of the family, and I got brothers. So they was throwing me off the roofs of garages and whooping me like I'm the dude on the street. So you gonna get it. You gonna get it. So don't try.
Come on,
They should call.
I don't think I turned out all that bad. And
right.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. I was watching something on Facebook with the little boy. Parents just bought a TV. Little white boy. He got a hammer banging the TV. He can't. Daddy won't even put it up. The mama recording it, talk about stop. He like stop. He hit it again. He's sitting on the stand. He throw it on the brand new, about a 48, 50-inch flat. And the mama on the recording talking about, why are you doing that? I'm like, man, why you ain't punched him yet?
No.
I kicked him in his, man. I was so mad.
Motherfucker grabbed something, I would have beat his ass. If he would have walked towards and was like this.
You ever been so mad at looking at something on the phone or on TV and you get to yelling like, man, dude. That's what I'm like, man, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
They'd have had my funeral that following Saturday.
Oh, they'd have had his.
Right. That's
gonna break
my man. So on the comments, Cheryl Maxian, I think this is in regards to when we were talking about the parents, the going to the parents as far as them telling you to leave. She says, I went through this with my mother in regards to my ex. She was right in telling me to leave, but I didn't listen because it needed to be something I learned for myself. And Shantae Sims, and this is in regards to us talking about, you know, the overstepping parent. Mom's tried it, but I gently, firmly reminded her that these was my crotch monsters. I got this. And I'm in a corner when dealing with them.
Crotch monsters.
I'm gonna use that.
I'm on Facebook with that as soon as we get off.
AKA the crotch.
No, I'm gonna find a meme for it too.
My baby girl, I think when she was really, really young, there was a lot of my mother trying to maybe compensate for the relationship that she, you know, the compensating, you know, kind of make up for the shit that happened when I was younger. So she was always very, you know, because my mother and I didn't have a strong relationship until I was pregnant with my daughter. So, and I've always said, you know, like when she was younger, I was just like, you know what, I just gave birth to her, that's your kid. Because that was the kind of bond that they have. Like, so before my daughter called my mother anything else, she called her best friend. And she called her best friend, and then she called her queen, and then she called her Nana. And so now all the kids call her Nana. But they started out best friend. Like before she called her anything else, she didn't call her grandma, none of the other stuff. She started out calling her best friend. So yeah, there was some shuffling that had to be done. And then it got to a point where I was just like, I understand that you want what's best for my daughter, but I don't necessarily agree with some of the things that happened in the way that I was raised. So I'm going to do what I feel is the best for my daughter. And in doing that, you know, there were times where we did bump heads. Straight up, we bumped heads. But
yeah, because mine, I call them Bonnie and Clyde.
Yep.
That's they Bonnie and Clyde. They, yeah. Ain't no telling what they up to.
One good thing about my parents is they don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all top. What your daddy say? What your mama say? Oh yeah? Okay, well that's that then. Don't come over here with that mess.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's how I am with my girls. Hey man, what your mama say? Oh, well, take that up with her.
Why do y'all play that word tennis with the kids? I used to hate that as a kid. Asking what your mama say, what your daddy? I'm running back. Oh, come on, one of y'all just say yes or no.
With your mama, we a team. We a team here. Your ass not about to play me, and then I got to argue with her. Nah.
It seems like y'all never communicate though. Y'all would never talk. I asked a question over here and wouldn't say nothing until they say go ask your daddy. You ask your daddy, then ask your mama. Now wait a minute, y'all need to talk. I didn't ask both of y'all.
You did all explaining to her.
Somebody need to talk.
If you did all explaining to her, and she already know what the deal is, because I know you went to her because you didn't want to come to daddy first, because 9 times out of 10, y'all always think daddy gonna say no. Because we always made to be the disciplinary of the house. So they automatically in their mind think, let me go ask mama first. So if you can't get past her and you got to come to me, she had to tell you no. Because if she'd have told you, yeah, you wouldn't have came and asked me or wouldn't have said nothing to me. You'd have went on about your merry little way.
Now see, as a daddy's girl though, I could always get more out of my daddy than I could my mama. So I'm going to him first.
It's always been like that. I found that out later in life.
I'm going to him first. No, I'm going. Nope, because mama gonna say no.
Let me, because that's the only one we didn't hear from on the other topic.
Say it again, Russ.
I said I was waiting to hear from you about what your response was to the question. Do you feel that your parents overstepped their boundaries when it comes to you raising your kids?
They absolutely did. When my daughter was younger, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Some of the things we went through was I didn't give my daughter pork growing up because by that time I already cut pork out of my diet. She ain't had pork. That was a running thing. One funny incident that really shows about how they can overstep not only just the grandparents, but godparents too. My daughter was 5. I had already fed her. She wanted cereal this morning for breakfast. So she was sitting down, ate her cereal, yum, yum, everything was good, cleaned it up. I come back a little later because her godmother came over. She was playing with her godmother. My father was over there. And so I came back to check and I see her eat another bowl of cereal. I said, who gave her this bowl of cereal? And so both her godmother and my dad, Pop, came back and said, oh, I gave her 2 bowls because the baby said she was hungry. I said, the baby already ate with me. And then the godmother said the same thing. Said, oh yeah, I gave her 2 bowls. So together, she got 5 bowls of her favorite cereal that day.
Man.
The other thing is, my daughter know how to do it. Okay, the other thing was my parents was real big on her eating her vegetables and salad and stuff like that. And I told her she couldn't have. It was one time she wanted this pizza. I said, you're not going to eat that pizza until you eat the salad first. I went to use the bathroom. My mom was in there. My mom and my daughter like this. They were like this, even in the afterlife, still like this. I came back and I'm thinking that she ate the salad. I didn't find out honestly until last year that my mom ate the salad. It was always even. My mom ate the salad so the baby had the pizza when the baby wanted the pizza. The other thing is when one more thing, they would come in if they heard the baby crying. Now my daughter was one. She did not like water to get in her eyes when she was getting her hair washed. It was always an event. Washing, conditioning her hair. It's getting done. So we're just gonna go through the motions and love it. What you doing to the baby? Is the baby okay? Hello, I don't remember that same treatment when I remember growing up as a little brown girl, and I was told keep your head still, or I'm gonna give you something to cry about. But when it happens to the grandbaby, it's a whole different story. So those are some light things, and then we also had some heavier issues where I had to stand up like, look, I'm her parent. I respect you as my parents, but this is my job now. I respect the advice. I respect the guidance, but this is my child now. I have certain rules in place for her. So we went through those battles when she was growing up. But then once you get to be a little bit older, it starts to kind of even out. They're still going to try to do their things. That's grandparents, you know. But the biggest things that I went through with them may have been certain rules I had in place for everything from spiritual to dietary to behavior, every damn thing. There are things that I took on from my upbringing, and there were new things that I adopted as an adult woman that I wanted instilled in my child. So we went through those kind of issues, but it wasn't anything major to stop talking. It was just, look, it's a transference now. I know I'm your child, but now I'm a mother, and they knew that, but still they're grandparents. But I stood my ground. That's it.
That's what's up. Hey, yo, we get into our last question of the night. And I want to find this one because, you know, we've been talking about parents all damn night. Question: if your parent disrespected your mate, would you either defend your mate or would you act as if nothing happened? I want to start with Note. Then I want to go to Ishtar. Then I want to go to Queen. Then I want to wrap it up with Maseko and wrap it up with any of the comments that we have out there online.
Well, I would really have to, I have to say it's going on my end. Really, is going to have to really depend on the whole situation and where me and this person is, because I'm not. When for you to have met my mama and meet my parents, you done got pretty far. So I guess the answer for me would be no. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna defend my woman, because if you got that far to meet them, you deserve that much from me. But if hey, okay, look, but your mama, hey, you a grown woman, that's my mama, but she grown too. We just doing what we do. You better speak your mind, because if you don't, she ain't gonna stop. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But if it's my mate like that and we solid like that, no, you can't do that. And I'm not gonna wait till we go home and do this and do that. We're gonna take this right here and right now. I'm with my mama, I might get popped in the mouth afterwards because my mouth ain't gonna be about the right. Because you disrespect, I take disrespect very, very serious, and especially if I think you did it intentionally. And if it was my mama, it was intentional, because my mama is not a disrespectful person. So for you to disrespect her, for me to know it, you did that on purpose, and you know we're not gonna do that, because I would never. And you, my mama, I love you to death. It is what it is, but I'm a grown man. You're not gonna. I ain't never disrespect your husband. I mean, you say what you want to. We human beings. You may be my mama, but at the end of the day, we human beings. Respect gets respect, no matter what it is. I don't have to disrespect. You know, it don't give you the right to disrespect me or mine because you my mama or my daddy. That don't give you that right. That's disrespect is disrespect. I don't care who it come from. But I have those type of relationships with after my mama popped me a couple of times for talking too reckless. I learned how to talk to her now. I thought I was grown, and I ain't grown no more. So, so now I have to realize too that when stuff happens, and like she didn't care for, you know what I'm saying? And my mama, I don't even think she noticed it. And my mama said something, and hey man, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my mama cool. You know, it's just I don't do certain things, but I looked at her straight up like, mama, you know that wasn't nowhere near. And I don't even think she caught it. I caught it because we were sitting side by side. You know, so it's situational to me. You know, if you'd have met my mama and them like that.
Caught it because mother. You know what I'm saying? Like you know her inside and out. Well, somebody that's on the outside looking in may not recognize all that.
Right. Because like I said, she's not an intentionally just disrespectful person. So when you say something and it's disrespectful, I know it because I know what you meant by it, and you don't talk like that. And whether she heard it or not, you can't do that, mama. That's not cool. Well, I'm just saying, we'll talk about that later. We ain't got to even get into it right now. We out here enjoying ourselves. And they know me. I have a attitude. My granny, before she passed, always said, Out of her 8 grandchildren, I had the worst attitude. She's always said that. Me and my mama didn't speak for 2 years one time because they got on my nerves. I was driving, and I'm in a car full of women and kids going to Indiana Beach, and they just, you said it. Man, I got it. Just me and my mama got into it. I cussed her out, and she told me, don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. And I left. My sister come out. She talking crazy. I cussed her out. Didn't even think. This how the universe of God worked. Forgot I got to go tell them how to get back to the highway in the morning. I come back, come to the hotel. My granny leaning up against the fan. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. She was still sprouting moving. She didn't say nothing. She just looked at me and she said, I don't care when you do it and how you do it. You better apologize to your mama. And when my granny said it, did you apologize to your mama? I said she did. She ain't got to accept it. You just, so yeah, you know, we try to keep that. That's why I say again, we gotta be like that for you to even meet my parents in a certain situation like that. I just don't bring random chicks to my mama house like that just because we might be on some 2 or 3 month shit. Nah, bro, you need to put in some years. We'd have to invest some time for you to meet my mama. Because my mama is good people. She love people. She'll take you in like one of hers. And I'm not going to let you use my mama like that if we not going to be like that. So, yeah, I would definitely have to say something right then and there.
Okay, who up next?
I believe it's me.
Let's go.
I think, let me see. I believe in being proactive. So I know the type of males that I usually deal with. So assuming that the time has been put in, like Note said, I never brought anybody home that wasn't worth something, didn't put any time. You know, you had to be, especially meeting my parents, meeting my daughter. Those are my precious commodities. Those are my diamonds. So if you made it that far, congratulations. Second thing is proactiveness. I'm going to know the behavior and the spirit of who I'm dealing with, i.e. my mate. I'm going to know the behavior and the spirit of my parents. So I'm going to already assess beforehand. This is where strategy comes into play. What the hell the goings on is going to be goings on in the situation. So I know that if I put A and B together and they come up with EF, not C, there's going to be an issue. So I got to be proactive, not reactive. If there was a disrespect, let's say if my mother did disrespect my mate, I would say something. If my father disrespected my mate, I would say something. I would have to assess what the situation was. I would know my mate and I would talk to him separately and I would talk to my parents separately about the situation. And then I would come up with a solution, but I would not allow anybody on any level on either side to disrespect the other. You would hear my voice. I'm very stern. I'm very decisive. And if I have to raise up, you don't want that. So I believe in being proactive because if I had to raise up and this Aries fire comes out, you're going to wish you were somewhere else. So I don't tolerate the disrespect. I don't tolerate the fraudulent bullshit. I'm very
Oh my God, did we just lose this tie?
I think we did.
Oh my God, she was going so damn hard. Oh God, and I still see it there, but I don't know what just happened. Ishtar, if you could check your feed and see what's going on and come right back in. Come on, Queen.
Well, if parents disrespecting my mate would have to have a very thick skin for my parents because they like comedians. They like, you know, and then too, we have to define what they feel like is being disrespectful because they like to talk about you. They like to joke. And, you know, you can, when you walk into the family, if you get, like you said, if you get that close enough to get to the family, you better be able to take some things. And like you were saying, Note was saying, I can tell when what they're saying is being disrespectful. Because the tone changes. It's not jokey joke, it's something else. But I noticed that my parents wouldn't say it to that individual, they'd say it to me in an isolated situation. Now, at that point, when they say it to me, then I'm going to defend mine, you know, because they're on the outside looking in. But at the same time, I got to still pay attention to what they're saying to me, because it could be that we need you to leave him because 1, 2, 3 is going on. But if it's just some flat out disrespect for no reason and there's no merit to it, nah, let's not do that. We're not gonna do that. But that relationship has to be on that level. If it's not on that level, I'm just gonna brush it off. Okay.
Definitely got to be on that level, man, because like I said, I don't just take anybody to meet my parents. You know, my mama is a very, very kind-hearted woman. You know what I'm saying? She does, 78 years old, does everything with love, and she's waiting on my motorcycle club to come up here one day so she can just feed everybody. And I wish they hurry up because I'm tired of eating.
I ain't part.
Well, I'm gonna crash the party. What's she cooking?
Look, I know them. I can
I'm gonna crash the party. You said food. Said food. What's he cooking?
Yeah, but that's her. You know what I'm saying? So if I knew, like you said, Queen, if I would be able to tell if she was being, because that's not the person she is. So I could really be like, wait a minute. Now, why would you don't normally talk like that. But again, you got to be there with me for me to even, and that's a lot. I was with somebody for 7 years that never met my mom. And we got a child together. my son, my mama, because I knew she wasn't, I knew her and I knew my mama. My mama's humble and meek, but if you cross that street with her, she'll let you have it. She ain't gonna get, so nah, and that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? That was probably out of the 3 of my baby mamas, she's definitely the one that ain't, or maybe it was me that wasn't. I don't know.
Take go.
So Kim says it depends on what they did, Kim Johnson. And she said, if they are at fault and they disrespected my mama, not worried about my daddy because he was hell, snakes would start growing out of my head before I let him have it. I grew up with the Huxtables. So everybody was always looking at my dad because he's a big man. Big man, scary looking, very quiet. But everybody was always terrified of my father. So while they were terrified of my father, they never saw the freight train that is my mother coming at them from the side. So I learned real early, you don't take everybody around them. However, the one thing that I will say that my mother and my daughter of all people have is a very, very strong sense of discernment. So if it got to the point where, okay, I'm taking you around my family, and my mother is the consummate professional even to this day. Like I said earlier, my mother would be like, can you come help me with something in the back? Can you go to my room and get so-and-so and such and such? I'll be back here in a minute. That was my cue that something ain't right. She got something she needs to say. Excuse me. So for my mother to be just outright disrespectful, I was with one person who was abusive to me. My mother was outright, and I was pregnant. No, she didn't like him either. But that's besides the point. He was abusive to me. And my mother called him on it right then and there. But
that's not disrespectful.
That's what I was about to say. But in her calling him on it, because she wasn't very ladylike about it, but in her calling him on it, it's because she was saying, I know that you are abusing my child, and you gonna stop it, or I'm gonna come see you. Period, point blank. You ain't got to worry about my husband, because I'm gonna come see you. She didn't know that people was waiting outside already, so it wasn't even about all that. But and when I was pregnant with my daughter's father, he ate some food off of my plate, and I was pregnant. And my mother, she that was the only time that my mother ever just kind of let somebody have it. And she was just like, she is pregnant, she is underweight, she is sick, and you gonna eat the food off her plate. She wasn't being disrespectful. She just let him know about himself. My mother is not the type. If my mother is being disrespectful, honey, you done gone all the way outside of whatever is reasonably sane for her to snap you up. And if you have done all of that and you have gone outside of what is reasonably sane and she snapped you up, I'm gonna be like, okay, Ma, I need you to pump your brakes. But apparently you did some shit that she saw, and you know, we gonna have to figure this shit out.
Looks
because,
like
again, my mom is the consummate professional.
Looks like we got Ishtar back.
Yay!
Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Ishtar. I know you got disconnected.
Oh my gosh, yo.
You there, baby?
I thought I heard her.
I hear her. Ishtar? Okay. Well, listen, everybody, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's show. We're about to get ready to wrap it up. I just want to let you know that starting next month, we go to a weekly format. So I just want to drop some of these topics on you. I'm sort of interested in these next conversations. So in the group, if you in the group and you sort of wondering what the group is, if you notice, I post a lot of poll questions, and they're really in reference to what we'll talk about on the show. Our next conversation is dating after 40. So tomorrow morning, I got me a good clip. You know, I hope that you all watch it and tune in and check it out. So like, if you see me running clips and stuff, most of the clips, some of the stuff is like entertainment. Like I'm about to run a concert after we get through talking, but most of our topics in the group are based around what we'll be talking about the following week on the show. So we'll be talking about dating after 40 on 2, and the following week we'll be talking about the belt unfights with your. You ever been in a relationship and somebody just did something or did something, you be like, that was me. Now I got to deal with this in some way, shape, form, fashion. That's what we got to do. You know, so then the following week after that, we'll be talking about the value of love versus the cost of love. I really can't wait to get into that one. I'm just the topic alone makes me wonder where, you know, our special guest was going with that one. And then after that, we have Black Love at Odds. So that's our month of next month. So tune in each and every week. Please show your support. I thank all of you. I want to give a quick moment for everybody to say goodbye, and then we're going to go ahead and play this video that I have for you. I have Miss Erykah Badu. Y'all know I love me some Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all listening to the show, it's not the Erykah Badu that y'all saw the other day. It's another Erykah Badu. It's old school. So y'all go make sure that y'all tune in and just keep. If you're watching the show, please, the most important thing that you can do for us is share the show and tag somebody else in the show and get the conversation going. We appreciate, as you notice, we respond to each and every comment that you guys make. So we want to make sure that you not only type in your messages or type in your responses, but you can also give us a phone call at 312. Let me pull up the number again. I lost the number right quick. 312. Let me get off the screen and then y'all will be able to see it. God damn it. Who know the damn number? 312-626-6799. 312-626-6799, and you can get right in on the line. I want to go with Big Note. Then I want to move to Ishtar, Maseko, and then end with Queenie. I want to get some last and final thoughts before we go into our concert for the night. Let's go. Unmute your mic, Big Note. There you go.
I always want to hit the little red mic. I don't know why I don't want to be get up in the corner. I don't be. Yeah, but man, y'all, hey, look, don't pay me too much attention, y'all. I like to have fun, but in my fun, I tell a little bit of truth in the fun and the stuff that I say. But I mean, overall, love is truly what this world is missing right now. And I think without the love that we really need to, it started within yourself too. If you could take time out to find out how to love yourself, it'll help you love other people. And as I say every night when I sign off of Facebook, praying that we see each other in the morning. Y'all be safe.
That's what's up. Ishtar, unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Give your final thoughts.
Okay, my final thoughts is just to look at everything, all the opinions and perceptions and advice that's been given tonight, and make your own assessment. Like, see where you are in this part. Are you a mama's boy? You know, what are the traits that help you, or what are the traits that hinder you? And even if you're a female in that position, it's not really about being a mama's boy or a mama's girl. It's about accountability and maturity. So my final thought is take that into consideration and look seriously inside yourself and see what areas you may need to strengthen that's hindering you in all areas of your life, not just in a relationship.
Let's go ahead, Queen.
All right, yes, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. My final thought on the conversation in its entirety is, as adults and some of us grown babies, we have choices to make when it comes to love, whatever level we want to put it on, whether it's a friendship level, whether it's a relationship level, we have choices. And as Ishtar said, we have to evaluate ourselves. Love yourself. That way you can love someone else. Other than that, thanks for the talk.
That was beautiful. Ishtar. I'm sorry, Maseko.
Oh, everybody said everything. I just want to tell everyone to be very, very blessed. Have a wonderful week. And if, like you said, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love anybody else? And it all starts with love. It starts and it ends with love.
Well, once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We had a great show. Even with the hiccups that we had, I'm not even upset. It was our first time in with the Zoom process. And I ain't gonna even lie. When we first started the show today, y'all, I was really, really tripping. I was like, really like, oh my God. When we had that first little hiccup I also know now when we do the music, big note, that's all on you. So I'm gonna send it to you because it's definitely doing something with my system when I try to play something from a particular when I try to play something from another app. So I apologize, big note. Matt, this is the bad part. Me and you had already talked about what we was gonna do. We sat and had a conversation like day before yesterday and changed every damn thing we talked about doing. So
then I don't know what happened. I was hearing y'all and then everything just went boom and I couldn't hear nothing.
Well, man.
So I got to do some work myself, but we did. We had it all figured out.
Yeah, we did. Well, we know what to do next. Oh, and you know what I want to do all show. Some of y'all been probably looking at me sipping out this wonderful bottle. Y'all know I'm like the hugest wrestling fan in the world. So I saw a clip where The Rock had come out with some tequila. And I'm like, okay, tequila is my drink. That's my drink of preference. So this weekend, I grabbed some of y'all can't even see it. I grabbed some of The Rock's tequila. I promise you, if you are a tequila sipper, you want to sip this. This is the smoothest drink that I normally drink my stuff with, like a real mix down. And, like, do you see this shit? So fucking smooth. Now, if you cheap, this ain't in your range, but if you like to have a good time and
what's it called?
It's like $33 for a fifth, but
what's it called?
Huh?
What's it called?
I just told you it's like $33 for a fifth.
What's the name?
The name of it.
Tremana. I think I'm saying it right. Terramana.
Hold the bottle up. Hold it.
I can't do no more because it's like the green screen is messing and it's taking it at the picture.
TERMANA.
Oh my God!
I have to try that. I like it.
Promise you, you like Rock. If you ever see this show or you ever see me sipping your shit on the show, nigga, contact me because you need to pay us for some sponsorship because I didn't switch my fucking drink for real. And I mean, this shit is good. And I had like a nice amount of it last night. Woke up and didn't have no hangover. This shit is beautiful. This shit.
And I have to switch my drink.
Listen.
If you think I'm playing, I'm gonna put it out there for this week. Anybody that if you like tequila, go buy this tequila, drink it, and then next week when you come on the show, tell me what you think.
Okay, and you have a thank you for the review on the tequila. Tequila is my best friend, so I was curious.
Hey Shantae, I'm trying to tell you, baby girl, this is your life. I started the show talking about I didn't want to fuck with nobody that got kids. If I drink enough of this, I might, and I'm gonna get myself out of it, but I might get myself into something.
Hey man,
Ladies, you heard that. Tequila, you got kids.
I'm a whiskey drinker, so when Rock come out with a whiskey, let me know. Him Undertaker. Undertaker. That's my favorite wrestler.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, even if tequila
I drink tequila though, I might try that. I drink tequila.
I'm telling you, I have been a tequila drinker. Like when they first came out with Patron, I was in that shit, and I was telling niggas like, "Yo, Patron." And then we went to Don Julio. I'm like, I done been through all the fucking major tequilas that been out here, and I'm telling you, I have never had a tequila this fucking smooth. I'm telling you, I don't even drink my tequila like straight, like you see me out the bottle, like I'm doing right now. I'm usually like mixed it all the way down. This is
I drink all mine straight out the bottle.
Well, listen, if you get this, you gonna kill that shit, and you're gonna be feeling. You gonna call me. I promise you, gonna call me the day of and be like, "Nigga, this shit." Of this shit.
I have to go get it tomorrow. Man.
Yo, so if y'all watching the show, we're about to get into this little Erykah Badu. I appreciate you. We all want to say thank you and goodbye. Fuck y'all. If you ain't like what we did tonight, fuck y'all. And if you you and your dirty goddamn jaws, nigga.
Peace and love, y'all. How y'all feel? Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right? Can I ask the elders in the house if I can speak freely? Yeah, okay. Well, my name is Erykah Badu, also known as medulla oblongata, also known as cerebellum, also known as Annie, also known as analog girl in the digital world, also known as Maria Mexico, also known as Low Down Loretta Brown. Also known as Alhamdulillah, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Dios, Ma'aja, Rastafari, fire, dance, sex, music, hip-hop. Also known as Rastafari, fire, dance, sex, music, hip-hop. It's bigger than religion, hip-hop. It's bigger than my hip-hop. It's bigger than the government. This one is the hill of hip. The children don't believe it. We just made ourselves invisible. Underwater stove, top blue flame. Scientists, come out with your scales up. Get baptized in the ocean of the hungry. turn into gods. Walls come tumbling. Sex, music, it's bigger than religion. It's bigger than my hip hop. It's bigger than the government. This one is for Dilla hip hop. What we're gonna do right now is go back 1997 AD. Oh my, I'm feeling high. I'm on it gone. I'm all alone. Too much you will do to see. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they feel you just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on. My life keeps moving like Rolling Stone. Oh, on and on and on and on. All night till the break of dawn. That go on and on and on and on. My life keeps moving like Rolling Stone. Oh Lord, oh no, 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 no. Hold on. Damn it, I'ma sing my song. I was born on the water with $3.06. Yeah, you may laugh, why? Cause you did not do your math. Wait, like 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Damn, y'all feel it? Oh, like 1, 2, 3. Ha. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Does it seem colder in your summertime and hotter in your fall? See, if we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear you say, on and on and on and on. Hold on, wake up, cause it's been too long. Come on. Hey, wait a minute, queen, what's your name? Be that gypsy flipping life game from the right brain. Ascension maintained, I'm rolling through like a burning flame. I'm like a supernova star. She be the light when they in the dark morning. Why? The moon past the sun for a constellation start forming. Cross up in the sky, but everybody wanna ask me why. What good do your words do if they can't understand you? Don't go talking that Badu. What good do your words do if they can't understand you? Wait, don't go talking that Badu. See, I'm a Pisces, it could get there. And well, I'm raising hell. The people always trying to find a world of men. Come on, people trying to find a man. Come on, people trying to find a man. Come on, people trying to find a man. People always trying to find a world of men. People always trying to find a world of men. People always trying to find a world of men. Said the people always trying to find a world of men. See the people always trying to find a world of men. I'm the envy of the women and the rude of men. Oh. One swimming upstream and one swimming down living in a dream. But when she loves you, incense burns, smoke unfurls, analog world in the digital world. The Roscoe style, flower child. The dip down, zip down. The go-through smile, split them vows. Bling, 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 melanated. Oh, I'm about to give birth to church, but everybody wanna ask this earth. What good do your words do if they can't understand you? Don't go talking that Badu. What? Badu. Hey, what? Your words do if they can't understand you. What? Badu. wrap your head with that material. Oh. Things just ain't the same for singers. We gotta sing on they bring us, but that's all I have. Ain't got no more. But silly people really wanna know what have more. So me and the make a damn don't come on. That's all I have. Ain't got no more. So everybody really wanna know one more. That's all I have. Ain't got no more. So everybody really wanna know what good do your words do if they can't understand you? What good do your words do if they can't understand? Hey, see, why y'all meant to man? Hey, see, can't understand. But if I have to choose between, I choose me. Hold on. Had two babies, different dudes. And for them both my love was true. Wait, this is my last interview. Hey, that's me. Yeah. This year I turned 36. Damn, it seemed it came so quick. Hold on. My ass and legs have gotten thick. Yeah. It's on me. I used to pray to God above. Hold on. But now I'm filled with so much love that even if the world can't see, it's still me. Wait, will I escape this vanity? Wait, or will I keep on smoking? But I'll just let it go. But I was born on Savior's Day, yeah. So I choose me. And in this world of greed and hate, they may try to erase my face, but millions spring up in my place. Oh, believe in me, as sure as all that known is one, we all shall grow before it's done. So I salute you, Farrakhan. Yes, y'all scared? You want me? Before I end this crazy dream, wait, before I take one for the team, come on, your ass to mash the gasoline. Yes, that's choline. That's choline. That song is dedicated to Colleen Gibson Wright. That's my mother.
Queenie, will you?
That's her kind of words. Your ass to match the gasoline. Yeah. I remember when I got a record deal with Kedar Entertainment by way of Universal Records. I already had this album done, and I was trying to decide what label I wanted to go to share my with. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make a business deal. You know, I'm going into a venture with somebody because, you know, I know what, you know, music is worth, the value of it, the entertainer, the star, the energy, the soul that we have. So when I got the record deal, I said, I want to work with this group called The Roots. And Kedar was like, who is The Roots? Like, don't worry about it. Just get me on the train to Philly, and I'll be back. And when I came back with this. Your hustle on, so act right. And I understand the game sometimes, and I love you strong. But what you gonna do? Come here. And say the work ain't on it, but it pay the bills, sing it. God, I can't stand life without you. Listen. Now me and baby got this situation. Yeah, hold on. Brother's got this complex occupation. It ain't that he don't have education. I was right there at his graduation. Yeah. I ain't saying that this life don't work, but it's me and baby that he hurt. Come on, Chris Dave. Because I tell him right, he thinks I'm wrong. But I love him strong. I love him. 'Cause he gave me life that I can't live. Gave me the song that I can't begin. Precious on me, but the seed is grown. I can't make it on my own. You see, summer came around and the flower blew. He gave us all that we came to do. Precious gifts that we won't receive. But could this be made? Believe it. See the work came up, but it paid the bills. Hanging out. Give me the life that I. Go on, give me some highs, mama. Don't worry, baby. I know there's confusion, but the God's gonna see me through, yes. Peace after revolution, yes. But we paid those, yeah. Come on, sing it. Don't worry. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Honest pays the bills. Yes, it does. Don't worry. But I can't stand. Life gave the bills. Ain't no worry. You're bad. Honest pays the bills. One thing up, but the right of it. Gave me the life that I came to live. Gave me the song that I came to give. Precious on me, but the seed is grown. I can't make it on my own. Summer came around and the flower blew. You became the sun, I became the moon. Precious gifts that we both received. Boy, could this be made? Believe it. Wait, well, see, I ain't trying to run your life, baby. I want you to do what's right, baby. 'Cause I understand the game sometimes. So understand. So understand. See, I understand. Wait. Well, sometimes I can't stand it. But you know I gotta stand like a soldier. Stand. I know I gotta stand. Wait. Soldiers, can you hear me when I tell you that I understand it, babe? I understand. life that I came to live. Saying you gave me the life that I came to live. Gave me the song that I came to give. Precious on me, but the seed is wrong. I can't make it on my own. You see the sun came around and the flowers bloom. You became the sun, I became the moon. Precious gifts that we both received. But could this be made? After revolution, yes. What you gotta do, what you gotta do now. Be strong. Thank you. So let's see. Oh, I know what we can do. We can do that single. Yeah, we got a single out now called Honey. Y'all ready? Tell me, Slim, what you wanna do when you know I'm in love with you. Every time that I turn around, love for you, but you can't be found. Fly free, baby, fine with me. I'm in love with a bumblebee. Ooh, Slim, boy, you're killing me. You so sweet to me. Oh, honey, yeah. You so sweet. Honey. Sugar got the long way to get you. Oh, oh, oh. You so sweet. Honey. All I gotta do is add a little lemon. Oh, you my baby drink. You make me think. Oh, honey, yeah. Oh, you so sweet. I think it sound better if y'all slow it down. So slow it down a little bit, real down. So tell me, Slim, what you trying to be? It don't be like this usually. Oh, when it come to that, what it do? Hold on, I don't fall for that whoop-de-whoop. Oh boy, can you tell me please? I need to know if you're feeling me. Ooh boy, girl, you're killing me. 'Cause you so sweet to me. Oh, honey. Oh, 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 oh. Well, you so sweet. Honey. Yeah. Sugar got a long way to catch you. Oh, oh, baby. You so sweet. Oh. Favorite drink. Hey, you make me think. Oh, honey. Oh, oh, see, huh? You so sweet. Oh, honey. Oh, you got it. Come on. You got that honey. You running from me. You really turn me on. You got that honey. Stop acting funny. You really turn me on. Yeah. 3. So tell me, Slim, what you trying to do? Hey, I'm trying to get me an interview. Hey. Look for you all over town, but you gave me to run around. Fly free, baby, fine with me. Hey, need to know if you feeling me. Wait, can I stick your pinky finger in my tea? 'Cause you so sweet to me. Oh, honey. Ooh, yeah, you so sweet. Wait, sugar got a long way to catch you. Hey, Oh, you so sweet. Make a fish drink coffee. Oh, hey, and I'm allergic to caffeine, baby. Hey, wait, oh, honey. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah. You're so sweet, 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 sugar got a long way to catch you. Ooh, ooh, you're so sweet. Ooh, thank you. I like to record because that's like perfecting a moment where performing live is creating a moment, and I really enjoy that. It's so good for me, and I just thank the Most High that I have an opportunity to do it, because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't do this. And again, thank you VH1 Soul Stage for giving me an opportunity to do it, you know, on satellite, you know. Which brings me to the next joint I want to do. It's called Soldier, and I think this is going to be the next single, but y'all let me know after we finish doing it, okay? Y'all remember how that goes? See, he's an organizer, and he's on the ball. Never miss a day in school, and he's the underdog. Wanna learn more and more, cause his mama taught him good. He's about to change the face, of your ghetto neighborhood. Walking to school today, saw a brother on the street, seemed like everything was cool, except the brother's packing heat. Then everything changed, cause he saw his own wings, and his mother was sad. Pain will last, time will pass. Stop, what am I talking about? Everybody know what the song's about. Baby trying to hide the history, they know who we are. Do you want to see everybody rise to the next degree? Raise your hands high if you agree. Just say yes, sorry. Hey, sing yes, sorry. Hey, if you agree, say yes, sorry. Hey, now yes, sorry. Hey, break it down, say oh, hey, shoot, oh, hey, shoot, oh, hey, shoot, hey, hold on, wait, till all my folks think they living sweet, they gon' walk around and push delete, to my girls on prescription pills, well, I know how you feel, to my boys in Iraqi fields, this ain't no time to kill, to my girls in therapy, hold on, see I'ma tell you this for free, to my folks up on the hill, with the cake and the dollar bills, you need to watch the dirty cops, they the one you need to watch, I'm talking about your daddy cops, they the one you need to watch, stop, you get the wake up call, hold on, when you saw the buildings fall, bow ties with the final calls, hold on, get your money dollar bill, y'all, bow ties with the final calls, get your money dollar bill, y'all, to my folks on the picket line, hold on, don't till you change their mind. Hey, and I got love for my foes. Hold on, baptized when the levees broke. Oh, and we gon' keep marching on until you hear that freedom song. Oh, and if you think about turning back, wait, I got the shotgun on your back. Wait, but if you think about turning back, I got the shotgun on your back. Black, what am I talking about? Everybody know what the song's about. Maybe trying to hide the history, but we know who we are. Do you want to see everybody rise to the next degree? Raise your hands high if you agree. Just say yes, sir. Hey, say it. Yes, sir. If you agree, say yes, sir. Yeah, say it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, hey, break it down. Say, oh, hey, shoot, oh, hey, shoot, oh, hey, shoot, hey. Thank you. Cars made late time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? So many things I still don't know. So many times I changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Hey. Somewhere. Oh. Ooh, hey, ooh. I'm trying to decide when way to go. Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Hey, did you know? Did you know? Said I tried to run, but then lost my way. Did you know? Did you know? Then I stopped, then I stopped, then I stopped, then I stopped, then I. Oh, did you know? Do the toll, but I would not pay. Did you know? Did you know? They say you never know how the cars made late. A brighter day. Brighter day. Come on. Love is life, and life is free. A brighter day. There will be a brighter day. There will be. There will be. Yes. There will be a brighter day. There will be. There will be a brighter day. 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 Oh, there will be, there will be, there will be. Break it down. brighter day. If you believe in brighter days, there will be a brighter day. If you believe in brighter days, there will be brighter days. If you believe in brighter days. Brooklyn, I don't know if I hit the right note today. But ain't it good? My ain't based on notes, no way. There will be. I love you, Lauren. We miss you. A brighter day. If you believe, ooh, Mary, you sure sing pretty these days. Yes. Yes. There will be a brighter day. Hey, Jilly from Philly. If you believe in brighter days. And Miss Irene, we love you. Yeah, yes. In brighter days. Can't forget Texas love, Beyonce. We feel you in brighter days. There will be a brighter day. If you believe, then you'll be there. Believe in yourself. Right from the start. Believe in the magic that's inside your heart. Believe all these things, not because I told you to, but just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. As I believe in you.
Yo, ladies, what did y'all think about tonight's show? I just want to ask y'all right quick before we get off the air. Did y'all enjoy yourselves tonight?
I did.
Yes, yes, sir, I did. I've had some good feedback from other people that wasn't able to get into the show, but was upset that they missed the show, missed getting to be in, verbally involved.
And I've had some comments, some good, not negative in, I won't say bad as in negative against the show, but just like a friend of mine was talking about, how it really, how she knew she had a rocky relationship with her mom and they're still on good terms, but it really made her have to kind of sit back and think about some things as far as the relationship with her mother.
Big Note, what you feeling?
You done broke out the organ on us.
Girl, he been over there jamming the whole time.
I seen it.
No, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay.
I had to go unmute my mic. I mean, I like the show. It's cool, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you on top, my perception of everything is gonna be off. I mean, because my life wasn't. It was, if it makes sense, it was so normal that it was different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of what everybody else had. Like, I had 3 parents, my pops and my real dad. You know what I'm saying? So my stepdad and my real dad. So I didn't really, our family was small, but I liked it. It's good conversations, some stuff that need to be said. I like saying stuff. I still want to punch me a kid though.
Okay, listen. And I'm gonna need my cousin to stop offering up my little cousin. I was so offended.
I still want to get me one.
I was like, I was so offended. Stop offering up my little Alfie. Leave him alone.
Yeah, it don't hurt but a little bit.
We could have dropped note off at the county fair.
Right?
We had a bunch of them.
You can walk past all night long.
It's just, and really, to be honest, in all actuality, it's really my generation of men that have kind of dropped the ball too, because we with Master P and all them cats hit the scene talking about bumping, doing this and doing that. Everybody hit the block, and when we became the OGs, we wasn't talking to them like they was talking to us, and they got lost. Some of them got lost, but I hate to say it. It's just, we got to do something to change it. And I think good dialogue like this is what helps start.
But think about this note. A lot of the ones that hit that block ended up on the cell block, so they couldn't talk to them.
Yeah.
And then when they came, by the time
that's the systematic part. That's the systematic part of this whole thing that people not realizing. They getting into this killing by the police, but y'all not realizing, man, they have systematically set this up for us to be this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you think about it, it's recycled, because see, now the OGs that was once behind bars is now coming out, and their kids is now going in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you're going to have that disconnect. But say they kids have children, there's still that disconnect.
And that's what we were saying. I was saying, so now it's almost sad to say that we got to hope and pray for the best for that generation and grab their kids now, which is our grandkids, and get them right, because I hate to say they are lost cause. I hate to put the X on, but it's a long road and they ain't cooperating at all. I swear to God, they ain't.
Well, we won't be able to save them all, but the few and the many we will be better than none.
Right.
Yep. That village talk, man. I'm telling you, we had a village back in the day, man. Your whole block had the right to get in your ass if you did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't even talk to your neighbors with kids without them getting offended. Nobody talk to my child like that but me. Man, your child just threw a brick through my windshield.
Right.
And you coming at me? Come on, man. We lost it somewhere. But we can get it back. We can definitely get it back.
We gonna get it back, man. We ain't got no choice. Hey,
punch a few of these niggas. Man, they can't fight.
Hey, nigga.
I just want to hit him in the throat.
Yeah, that's how I get in this conversation. He wants to go, yeah. I'm gonna go grab a couple of my nephews because some of them need it. So I'm gonna go grab a couple of them, and
Hey, just think about it. One thing that's universal is an ass whooping.
It damn sure.
Everybody on this planet understand the good ass whooping. I'm just telling you.
Nigga,
And know when they got
one way or another, it's gonna make a change.
Yeah, and you recognize it when you get it.
Right.
Damn, I just got my ass whooped. Let me get my shit together.
Hey, y'all.
I don't want no more of them. That hurt.
Hey, I'm about to end this live feed because I don't want to chop off on us while we talking because I know I went to I think I said it for 10:30. So I want to appreciate y'all in front of everybody. Y'all know behind the scenes what I've been going through trying to just get us to this point.
Yeah.
And
well,
I might fuss during the show. It's all look who got the fuss the most. Cause nigga face. Her face was like, But that's because listen, you know why you get fussed at that much? Because you were part of the team. Like you were here from the beginning. So you know what, like when we have those private conversations about what we really want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't no shots at you. It's just trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And I want to let y'all know I love y'all. I love Queen. I love you too. I
love you back. Thank you for inviting me in.
I'm serious. I had a conversation with Queen the other night.
I heard. You can't be keeping my people up all night.
Now listen, I'm not the type of person to even talk to no nigga. Like, cause at first when she hit me up and I recognized that her computer hadn't been updated, I was like, this gonna be a long night. Cause I didn't know how long her internet was gonna take to update everything. But once we got into the conversation, I recognized it. It's certain people that I'm coming in contact with to do this show that fit the show. You feel what I'm saying? And certain that we come in contact with, and I got nothing but love for them. They schedules or whatever does not fit them to work the show. But what I'm starting to see is we starting to get a group that's gonna be pretty fucking amazing once we really map this shit out and make sure everybody on here, make sure that you support Power 92. Power 92.
42.
42.
I'm sorry, I'm on the station and I fucked it up. Y'all support Power 42 whenever y'all see my man Big Note going live, doing anything with the show. He plays great music. He's a wonderful person to network with. He's networking with me. So if you network with him, you're networking with me. Get that straight. Because we ain't letting no bullshit inside the camp. Am I right, bro?
Oh.
That nigga rolling right now. He ain't even looking at us. He's like, no, we ain't fucking around. You know,
understood don't need to be said. I done came too far to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? And now that I done got to where I'm at, it's time to take off.
Yeah.
Real talk.
We planning a party next year out there in Indianapolis. Am I correct? Am I saying? Y'all motherfuckers, I'm telling you, when I come to town, y'all better make me feel good. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not hosting this shit in my own city. I'm hosting the first one in a city that I know nothing about, that I'm trusting everybody. Shout out to Keith. And we're gonna send prayers out to Keith. Keith had some surgery on his face. He had to get the Lord in his mouth today, or yesterday, or whatever day it was. The Lord came in his mouth. We're gonna say the Lord went in his mouth. Ain't no in his mouth. But he had to go through something, and he'll be back next week. Shout out to Latrice. Latrice had a little situation that she told me about. I want to send her some love. But going forward, if it's just the team that we got, I'm happy with it. And, I'm ready to take over, man. What's love got to do? Power 42. What the fuck? Nigga, I got the drink tonight. Salute. Get y'all. Rock, if you ever get a chance to see me doing this fucking, I'm telling you, bro. Like, niggas don't even know about this shit, yo, bro.
All I know is I'm about to be up all night. I gotta fix my sound. I don't know what the hell happened.
Nigga, get you some of this drink, nigga, and work with it. I'm telling you, it's so smooth.
You get him some of that drink, he ain't gonna be working on the sound. It'll sound crazy.
No, I'm telling you, I know.
Turn the bottle so we can see the bottle.
Listen, I know my tequilas.
Turn your bottle.
Some tequilas get you like, you know, like sluggish, and this shit is so smooth.
Okay.
Like it, I've been sipping.
Ain't no big drinker though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ganja head.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, with that, if you mix the two, nigga, I'm telling you, I've been indulging in life.
I can dig it. The most I do is drink a beer. I might not by myself. I don't know. I don't drink by myself too much. I ain't had liquor, alcohol other than beer since I've been back home.
I ain't gonna tell a lie.
I'm trying to say the longest goodbye for like 30 minutes. I love y'all motherfuckers. I hope that all of these motherfuckers that you see this week, if you don't see them next week, please send them an inbox and cuss them the fuck out. Unless they had like an emergency in their family, somebody died, they dogged and shitted right in front of them and they couldn't do the show. Like, it got to be something really major, because we going forward on our next show, because next month we start this shit every fucking week. This was our test run. I'm glad we did it. This shit was lovely. We know Big Note's gonna play all the music from now on. I'm not with shit. All I'm gonna and make sure that the live stream is on the air. I appreciate y'all. Wherever the fuck you are, Indiana, New York, we got people from like different coasts. Like, we got a really good show going on. We got different coasts listening to our show. So I appreciate y'all. Everybody that wonder where your man Rush Danger had been for a while, I'm back. You know, fuck you. I'm back, nigga. I'm back. If you didn't, fuck with me enough to ask me what the fuck was going on when I wasn't on air, then don't ask me shit now. Cause nigga, to take the fuck off. Bye, nigga.
Bye.
Cut y'all goddamn videos off so it looks good when we go off. Just say goodbye. Just goodbye.
Bye.
I love y'all, man.
Bye.
And Seiko, the laddest motherfucker to go.
It won't go off.
Nigga.